Hardware, Northern Truck Service, Snappy's Garage, Horizon Bank, Evil's General Store, McBain Rural Agricultural Schools, and Buer Sawmills. Now let's join the voices of McBain Rambler Sports, Jay Simon and Gary Vanna.
Good Friday night, and it is a festive atmosphere tonight in McBain. We have mass band night, and we have a home varsity football game featuring the McBain Ramblers versus the Holton Lake Bobcats. This is Gary Hawkeye Vanna, joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Verdeen. Before we get started, Mr. McBain, I have a trivia question for you. Do you realize there's only 2 teams in the Highland Conference that McBain has a losing record against? Can you name them?
Well, we're going to go Beale City, being they have such a great record. And Gary, Holton Lake just joined the conference a couple years ago, and we didn't play them last year as an undefeated team, but we did lose to them the year before.
That is correct. Holton Lake Bobcats, McBain, only 1 meeting in the whole history, which I find quite amazing. As close as those 2 schools actually are, the Holton Lake did start off as a pretty big B, and they've been slowly shrinking. Still, only 1 game in history, and Holton Lake won that 2 years ago in this field, 8-6, separated by a 2-point conversion, and almost cost McBain a chance for the playoffs that year.
Heartbreaking loss. I remember that game well. Oh, I tell you, but Holton Lake is struggling this year, Gary. They haven't won a game yet. And did you see the point differential between them and their opponents?
Yeah, that was quite amazing.
They have given up 107 points and only scored 25. So it's, I would say, a down year for Holton Lake, but you can't look past them.
No, you can't, because actually they've been their head coach resigned, and they did not get a chance to hire a new coach until July, and that was one Greg Maynard. Greg Maynard has actually got a long legacy. He's twice been the assistant coach of the year as a defensive coordinator down in Holly and in Burton Beadle. Bendel. Yep. So he is quite an accomplished coach, starting a brand new system and stuff like that. Hey, I want to remind you guys of listening to the Pluger Mechanical pregame show. The pregame show is brought to you by Pluger Mechanical, licensed and insured for all your installations, HVAC service, and light plumbing. Call Aaron at 282-3194, and they have actually stepped up and sponsored another awards for you to have to worry about.
Oh, no.
Lineman of the game.
Oh, nice.
The slogan is, they do the unsung dirty work, just like Pluger Mechanical will do the unsung dirty work for you.
Nice. Thanks for letting me know.
No problem. It's in the notes, actually, if you didn't look at that. So, do you want to go see if you can get that?
Okay.
All right. So, we want to remind you, you guys are listening to 107.9 CDY, McBain, Cadillac, Lake City. We are going to bring a fantastic game. McBain Ramblers, they come into this game 1-2. They opened off the season with a loss to Kingsley and then Beale City before getting back on track last week against Roscommon. Holton Lake comes in here 0-3, and they've also had a tough stretch as they have started off the season with losses to, and I did actually write this down, Manton. They lost to Everett, and they also lost to, I think Harrison was the first game. So, 2 teams, one will keep on moving towards the playoff. The other one, going to 3 losses, is going to have a very tough comeback at that point. The McBain Ramblers Marching Band is going to give us mass band night, doing a fantastic job with the band night. As we're getting ready for the game, we're going to bring a special guest in on the Pluger Mechanical pregame show as Lars is chasing down the statistic iPad. I got Mr. Owen Bonico. How are you doing, Owen?
Good.
All right, Owen, what have you been up to since we seen you play on this field out here?
I've been going to school.
Where's that?
At Northwood University.
Expand on what you're doing at Northwood University and where your career taking you.
I'm studying sports management and business. I'm looking to become an area scout for an NFL team through this, and I'm also furthering my playing career there.
All right. So let me ask you this. What do you think McBain's strategy needs to be tonight to kind of avenge a loss from 2 years ago and to keep themselves going towards the playoffs?
Stop number 10, Brian Morgan.
That's it?
That's it.
One note. Stop Brian Morgan, and then you... But that's quite a load to stop, too. It's easier said than done, isn't it?
It is a lot easier said than done.
So do you think are they going to spy him?
I would hope so.
Do we have anybody on the McBain team that can keep up with him?
I mean, I'd put 2 or 3 people on him and just let the rest play the other 10.
All right. Thank you very much, Owen. We are going to the national anthem. So we're going to throw it back to the station. You're listening to the home of McBain Sports on 107.9 CDY.
Feeling lost in the shuffle of recent bank mergers and acquisitions? When was the last time you heard of a bank that's big enough to serve you and small enough to really get to know you? Meet Horizon Bank, coming in September to McBain. Listening to you, learning about you, and building relationships is what Horizon Bank is all about. Horizon Bank, here to serve and here to stay. Learn more at horizonbank.com.
Parents, if your students want to be college or career ready by the end of high school, CTC is the place to be. I'm Troy from the McBain High School, and the Wexford-Mazaki Career Tech Center is preparing me for the jobs of the future. Students from all over the region can choose up to 14 different career-driven programs, with a free associate's degree available in some programs through the 13th year training. Find out more at WMISD.org at the Career Technical Education Link in CY. CTC is the place to be.
Making the final arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
With hard work and determination, Mary McNally's dream is now open. 34 on Main Deli, which is inside McNally's Party Store in McBain. With breakfast, a rotating soup of the day, and daily specials on their Facebook page. All meals are homemade, including comfort desserts and a dessert menu. Open 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., and private catering is available. Call 825-2357. 825-2357. 34 on Main is a proud local sponsor of the McBain Ramblers.
And we're back. Festive night here in McBain as the McBain flag football program led the team out of the tunnel made by the band. We have mass band night. That means middle school or high school. Fantastic sound there. We have a Pop Warner and Rocket cheerleaders with the cheerleaders. It's just a lot of fun going on here. It's a great festive atmosphere. And now we're getting ready to give you the Northern Truck Service starting lineup. We are going to time to see if Lars can beat his record. It was pretty sad last time, but he actually said all the years. So here you go.
So for the Ramblers, number 1, Caleb Abbott. Number 2, Isaac Boss. 3, Braylon Pace. 4, Evan Haverkamp. 6, Calvin McGillis. 7, Brock Maloney. 8, Blaine Houston. 9, Dwayne DeWitt. 17, Landon Ealing. 22, Jacob Billett. 23, Carson Huntinga. 24, Elijah Baker. 25, Avery DeRuyter. 33, Connor McLean. 42, Caleb Anna. 44, Bryce Acom. 55, Carson Murphy. 56, Brett Bentham. 57, Damian Bonico. 64, Judah Leonard. 66, Caleb Camphouse. 67, Spencer Reed. 70, Michael Payne. 73, Mac Bonico. 74, Brant Bonico. And 75, Aaron Ingraham.
Thank you very much. We are now getting ready for the kickoff. That was a Northern Truck Service starting lineup as we did a... Sorry. You finished it in 34 seconds.
Oh, you didn't stop it. Oh,
no, but I looked at it when it went. Okay,
sure.
okay.
Coached by Pat Maloney. Pat has had some success here at McBain, undefeated season last year until the district finals against Everett in a stunning upset.
All right, getting ready to kick off for Everett, or for the Bobcats, will be number 6, Dakota Maluski. Back deep in McBain is, and he told me, Elijah Shake and Baker. So he wants Shake and Baker as a nickname.
Nice.
Kickoff is a short kickoff. It goes to just about the 25-yard line. Picked up on the one bounce by Calvin McGillis. McGillis has got some room. He's got a big return going. Breaks 3 tackles, 4 tackles. He just broke another tackle. He's up to the 48-yard line of Home Lake. Finally gets tackled forward and falls all the way down to the 44-yard line of Home Lake. McBain is in business with the very short field.
First and 10 for McBain.
Tackle on that one was made by number 50, Gabe Oster. We got McBain in their home green jerseys, green pants, the beautiful yellow helmets with the wing on all of them. Well, according to Maloney, they had to actually earn the wing by getting a victory during the season. Counterplay right here to McGillis. McGillis has got the edge. He's got a lot of space. He is going to pay dirt. One man to beat here as he's at the 10, the 5, and the end zone. One play, one touchdown, 20 seconds of the game. McBain is up 6-0.
Well, that's a good way to start the game out for McBain.
So basically, McGillis has taken the ball from the 25-yard line on McBain's side all the way to the end zone. That's 75 yards in the game for McGillis.
Yes, that is. That's doing a great job on that. So great counterplay. All the flow went to the right side of the field, and Calvin comes back left and just outran everybody.
Bonico's extra point is no good. So, with 11:40 left in the first quarter, McBain is up 6-0. You listen to home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
Dawn Fresh Catering is committed to serving fresh, homemade foods with an emphasis on using the great Abel's meats our customers love. Let Dawn Fresh Catering provide the food for your party or event. At Abel's General Store, you'll find a wide variety of grocery products, clothing, gifts, and of course, our signature meats. Family owned and operated since 1920, hometown service is our specialty. Dawn Fresh Catering in Abel's General Store in beautiful downtown Falmouth.
We're back as McBain has had one offensive play. 44 yards later, they had a touchdown. So
By Calvin McGillis did a great job running off left end and just outran 4 Bobcat defenders. So it's been all Calvin McGillis so far in this game.
we have received kickoff, and then you can put the yardage and then where it's returned to. So just do that next time.
Okay.
All right, McBain getting ready to kick off. Brant Bonico is got the ball. Back deep is the ever dangerous number 10, Brian Morgan, quite possibly the best player in the whole Highland Conference. McBain needs to figure out how they're going to stop him. According to Owen Bonico, he would play 3 spies on him alone.
Number 2, Jenna Derrick.
All right, Brant Bonico gets ready to kick off here. 6-0 McBain, 1 play, 1 score. There's the kickoff. He kicks it deep for Bonico, taken at the 15-yard line. Kicked away from Morgan, and a great tackle on that one by, guess who? Calvin McGillis, as he takes him about the 32-yard line. Good return on that one by Jevin Emmerich, number 6.
Also respond on the 32-yard line.
First and 10 for the Bobcats on their own 32-yard line. Out of the huddle right here, Bobcats said they will actually do the a spread look. And guess what they do? Come out pistol formation. Twins on the near, twins on the far side. Brian Morgan's in the slot. There's a jet sweep to Morgan to the near side. Tries to turn it up, breaks through 1 tackle, and then Caleb Camphouse from behind wraps him up. But not until he gets about 2-yard gain. Great job by the Ramblers. They turned it back into all their help, and they did not let Morgan get out in space.
Gain of a yard on that play, be 2nd down and 9.
2nd and 9 for the Bobcats. Quarterback Brock Kesselman, senior. Once again, He's an empty backfield right now. In motion is Morgan. Quarterback keeper, no good. He's tackled in the backfield by Evan Haverkamp. He does fall forward. I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage, but on the keeper there, Castleman maybe lost an inch or two, but Haverkamp coming right in. Did look like McBain had 3 men right there on Morgan, and the quarterback had to keep it on the RPO, the run pass option, and Haverkamp cleaned it up.
So we noticed Brian Morgan's wearing a black helmet as opposed to the green helmet that everybody else is wearing. Is that for extra protection?
Yeah, that is one of the, a lot of teams will actually wear that in practice to reduce the chances of a concussion. Hand out to Morgan. Morgan through the inside, breaks one tackle, breaks a couple of tackles. He's going to be ridden down by Brock Maloney, but not until he gets the ball up to the 50 or the 48-yard line, and a first down for the Bobcats.
It's a 14-yard gain for him.
It's a first down for the Bobcats. On the stop for McBain, number 7, Brock Maloney.
So it is easy to find him. The numbers are hard to see because they are a white uniform for Houghton Lake with white lettering and green trim. So it's really hard to see up here from the press box, but you can definitely see the black helmet.
Morgan's got the ball again. He's on the inside. Caught up at the line on that one by Caleb Camphouse. He's taken down after a 3-yard gain. Houghton Lake does something kind of unique with their offense. They actually will get in there, and the quarterback will call one play for the receivers, and the receivers go out to the field or out to the positions as well as the center for the play count. And then he tells the rest of the linemen and the 2 running backs what they're going to do. There you go. 2 receivers in the center are out. Quarterback gets the ball. Ball up the middle on that one. It's going to be swallowed up. It's not Morgan. We'll get a little bit of time to read the number because it's white on white.
Number 35.
That one is ran by number 4, Cody Teagues.
49-yard line of McBain. It's going to be third down and 7.
Third down 7 for the Bobcats. McBain needs to step it up. Last time Morgan ran off a 14-yard carry on a 3rd and long. It's kind of like their Barry Sanders, your home run threat. You give everything to him.
All of a sudden he becomes a nice decoy.
Well, we'll take that all day long. All right, spread formation, pistol. Twins on the far, twins on the near. Morgan's in motion. He goes through the middle. Hand up the middle. Nice little run up the middle. Looks like it's Meigs again. Meigs, I think, is just going to be just a touch short.
That's the ball to the 44-yard line of McBain. It's going to be 4th down and
4th down in the yard right now on the McBain 44-yard line. 7:59 left in the first quarter. What do you think?
Morgan fake to Morgan. Quarterback keeper. All they need is a yard, and you're going. Boy, McBain stops this. They'd be in great starting position.
All right. Pistol formation. Morgan behind the quarterback. Here's the handoff to Morgan. Morgan right up to the middle. Morgan drives his legs. He only gets a 3-yard gain, but they only need 1 for the first down. So first down for the Bobcats. That looked like that was brought down by Bryce Acom and Brant Bonico.
on the stop, number 74, Brent Monaco.
I love it when I beat her to the call on the.
I love it when you make the call. It's easy to.
Bobcats get their second first down of the game. Bobcats break the huddle. 2 receivers this time. Twins on the far, 1 on the near. You got 2 running backs in there, and you got a pistol formation. Hard count by the quarterback. McBain linebackers move, but then they decide to readjust. Morgan goes out to the slot receiver position. Bubble swing out to the wing. It's one hopped over to Will Oster, and it will be second down and 10.
Second down and 10 for the Bobcats.
I don't know about you, Lars, but that actually looked like that was well covered. That wasn't really good.
Yeah, and the blitz coming in too. Haverkamp was getting some pressure back there. He needed to get it off. Ball wasn't well thrown.
Tell you, it's beautiful on the field. There's a few shadows. The sun is brightening up the green. We got twins on the near, twins on the far. Bobcats going from left to right. Jet sweep here to Morgan. Morgan cuts it right up the middle, and he is, my goodness. You know, when you talk about spying Morgan, I didn't know you were going to do it. Caleb Campos, and he has his third tackle of Morgan within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage. Great penetration, way to stay home. I'll tell you what, Campos is having a game.
Yeah, he is.
On stop, number 4.
6:35 left in the first quarter. McBain up 6-0. They did that on a 44-yard touchdown run by Calvin McGillis. So obviously, Holton Lake's between the time of possession game right now, since McBain's only had it for 20 seconds, including the kickoff. We got a broken pro set. Morgan goes for the pitch on the outside. Acom turns it inside. Gets tracked down and gets tackled on that one by, looks like Huttinga with the tackle, but Morgan does get a gain of 4 on the play. 4th down and 6 for the Bobcats. They're at the McBain 37-yard line.
Great team coverage, like a swarm of bees on that one. Carson was the first one there, but he wasn't the only one there. But that Morgan is quite a runner.
All right. Bobcats are back in the huddle. Sending out 3 receivers first. Morgan's going to go into the slot.
5 seconds.
Morgan goes in motion for the jet sweep to the wide side. Pushed out by Huttinga. Ran out of bounds by Calvin McGillis for a 2-yard gain, and that will be a turnover on downs. That'll be a Northern Truck Service turnover, and McBain will have 1st down and 10 from their own 35-yard line. So they survived the onslaught of Morgan the first time.
Yeah, Morgan's a tough runner out there. And it looked like Houghton Lake had tackled Brock Maloney out there on the side, but Calvin McGillis with the hustle to push him out of bounds.
Yeah, he just had a hard time finding that corner because McBain did a great job keeping it wide. We got T formation. Balls to Maloney. Maloney cuts up the middle. He'll get a short gain, bringing down the average of yards per carry with only a 4-yard gain. That'll be 2nd down and, well, we'll say a 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7 for the Ramblers. McBain has got the double tight ends in the wing T formation.
And one of the things you can draw the opponents asleep on is everything's in the middle, and then if you can hit an outside, if you can beat them to the sideline, you got the advantage.
Pace is under center, gets the snap. He's going to drop pass. He's got Huttinga wide open. Huttinga catches it. He's got 2 Bobcats, breaks 1 tackle. Well, he gets wrapped up and taken down, but not until he gets to the 28-yard line. Move those chains, Ramblers. You got a bam, 1st down. Tackle was made on that one by number 4 by Cody Meggs and number 36, Caleb Furman.
36, Caleb Furman. 1st down for the Ramblers. Ball spotted on the 28-yard line of Houghton Lake.
4:15 left in the first quarter. McBain is marching again, already up 6-0, hoping to add to that lead. We got an encroachment by the Bobcats, and that'll be another 5 yards. And McBain has a dangerous score right now. We have to get up at 6. Last time they lost to Houghton Lake, 8-6.
5-yard penalty is marked off. It'll be 1st down and 5 for McBain.
Wind the clock. 1st down and 5 for McBain at the 23-yard line. We got another flag, and we got encroachment again. They just gave McBain a free first down.
Fiam first down.
That is a Fiam free first down. Wow, I'm going to add more F's to that next time, huh? Oh, sure. So, McBain is down to the 19-yard line. Just got a free first down. And now they're back in business. Under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. McBain up 6-0. They're now in the red zone. Pace under center. He gives it to Shaken Baker. Elijah Baker has the corner, and he's got a whole lot more as he finds the corner of the end zone for a touchdown for the Ramblers. 19-yard stamp puts the Ramblers up 12-0 with 3:37 left in the game. Or the quarter, the first quarter. It's not even the game, in the first quarter.
Well, you wanted them off the score of 6, and they did it just like you asked. Nice run outside by Elijah Baker. Basically, 2 lead blockers sealing in the linebackers and corners, and Elijah was shaking bacon all the way down to the touchdown.
McBain's going to go for the 2-point conversion right here. Caleb Abbott, they have in that fullback, giving Baker a little bit of a break. Still wing team formation. Falls to the counter. McGillis goes through 3 people, fumbles the ball in the end zone, but they said he crossed the line with the ball, and they give McBain 2 points. So McBain is now up 14-0 with 3:37 left in the first quarter. You're listening to the home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
Huttinga Electric of Cadillac is your trusted and expert electric contractor, providing you with only quality services. We've always sought to provide you with reliable services because your satisfaction is our top priority. Locally owned and operated, Huttinga Electric is your local choice for electrical contracting, specializing in residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural electrical projects. We're licensed and insured for your protection. Call Huttinga Electric at 231-779-4699 today.
This time of year, the trees are turning colors and our gardens are producing another bountiful harvest. Lakeside Ace Hardware is ready to help with both. With rakes, lawn bags, leaf blowers, chainsaws, gloves, winter guard fertilizers, driveway markers, and more. Plus everything you need for canning, including jars and lids, canners, spices, and tools. Shop local at Lakeside Ace Hardware. Locally owned and proud to support our McBain Ramblers.
And we're back. This is Friday Night Lights as the McBain Ramblers are up 14-0 against the Houghton Lake Bobcat, hoping to move to 500 against them all time and move to 500 on the season. Gary Hawkeye Vanna joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Ferdine. We are broadcasting live from the Burkholder Family Funeral Home broadcast booth. Bonico half-heartedly kicks it, gets it all the way down to the 36-yard line. Recovered on that one by number 36. As Caleb Furman just falls on the ground.
Bobcats will have first and 10 on their own 36.
Well, looks like they're not going to set up any chances to put it in Morgan's hands.
Yeah, I'm predicting a Morgan touch here.
Well, in the kickoff, they would rather just give you the ball on the 35 or even the 40-yard line than put it in Morgan's hand and has steam.
And McBain is used to actually kicking the ball out of bounds just so the other team can't return it.
All right, so we got the pistol formation. Morgan's on the far side, Twins. Try to do a bubble screen. Quarterback rolls out, and now he's going to be pulled and taken down. First ripped up by Huttinga, wrapped up by and finished off by Caleb Camphouse. You know, there's a new award from Pluger Mechanical, the alignment of the game, and I think someone's starting to say, you know what, I want to put my name on the inaugural Pluger Mechanical alignment of the game already.
Yeah, that's already his 4th tackle. Slowed down a little bit by another Rambler.
Yeah, Carson Huttinga came in there first.
So for Caleb to clean up the mess, hit him hard.
Yeah, that was interesting because Morgan was out there, and if the bubble pass wasn't to him, he just stood there as a blocker. Jet sweep over to Morgan. Morgan is met in the background by Huttinga. Breaks through Huttinga's tackle and goes the other way, and he runs right into convoy of Ramblers led by Bryce Acom on that one, as well as led by Calvin McGillis. It is going to be back to the line of scrimmage, so now it's 3rd down and 17 for the Bobcats.
Down and 17. 44 and 74. Stop number 44, Bryce Acom. Low number 74, Brent Bonato.
All right, Houghton Lake, long 3rd down play. Just about 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Houghton Lake breaks the huddle. Twins on the near, Twins on the far. They're going from left to right on your radio dial. Morgan is on the far side. Always have to tell you where he's at because the ball usually finds its way to his hand. Quarterback drops back. He's got a little bit of a scramble, and then he's going to be sacked by, guess who? Mr. Big Game Caleb Camphouse. And he will throw him down for another 6-yard sack. And now we're looking at 4th down in what we like to call a country mile. 4th down and 25.
So great hustle there. Caleb Camphouse came into camp very, how do you say it, a lot thinner than he was last year. Dropping, did I hear 70 pounds, 40 pounds, something like that? Did a lot of work in the off season to slim up. That's paying off tonight.
There's the snap. Morgan gets the punt up. Punts up to about the 45, hits at the 46-yard line. They call poison and run away from it. And it will actually roll down to McBain's 46 before it is down by the Bobcats. So 52.8 seconds left. McBain will have the ball for the 3rd time. First 2 times they're able to punch it in for a score. Hey, this is a fantastic game. But sometimes you can't be here, and if you can't be at home, it's nice to have a little piece of home. And how can you have home? You can listen to this game stream live. Yeah, you can listen to this live. Live stream is brought to you by McBain Rambler Football. It's brought to you by McLean Transmission. For anything transmission related or for quality used cars, head over to McLean Transmission on LaChanze Road between Cadillac and Lake City. Call 779-1394. All you have to do is go to the CDY webpage and click on the football icon, and you can stream us anywhere in the world. As we got a handout to Brock Maloney to the outside. Brock Maloney does get the corner and gets about a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6 for the Ramblers.
About the 48-yard line. 8-2, 2nd down and 8 for McBain. On that stop number 10.
Watching the McBain player there lead blocking for him and then basically almost tackling the Houghton Lake player. Good thing there was no flag on that play.
You know, there's been a couple plays like that, and it looks like the refs are just letting the boys play a little bit. Morgan's on defense. I don't think he was on defense the first series, or first 2 series. He's at linebacker. Blitz it up the middle. Ball's going to Calvin McGillis. McGillis is going to be wrapped up the line of scrimmage, but keeps on turning those legs, and he keeps on moving forward. He moves the pile all the way down to the 42-yard line of Houghton Lake. He'll get a gain of 6 yards.
On stop number 36, Caleb Furman.
McBain's going to have to hustle to get one more playoff for the end of the quarter. Up 12-0 already. Hoping to punch another one in on this drive. Barylin Pace under center. He'll get this ball off. There's the handoff counter to Shaken Baker, but he's going to be met immediately by Morgan, and he's going to get no gain. But he is whistled dead. Actually, it looks like he's going to lose yards. They'll make it 4th and 3, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. McBain Ramblers up 14-0. It'll be 4th down and 2 when we come back. You listen to Home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
SRM Concrete is family-owned and all about community. That's why they're supporting this broadcast. SRM Concrete was founded in 1999 with one singular goal: to provide superior ready-mix concrete service for your commercial and residential projects. With locations across northern and central lower Michigan, there's an SRM Concrete near you. From order to on-time delivery, the SRM Concrete team guarantees you'll be thrilled. Quality concrete, unmatched service. That's SRM Concrete. Great lumber starts with quality wood, and quality wood starts right here in our backyard at Buer Sawmills in McBain and Lake City. Buer Sawmills are family-owned and expanding with a footprint in 4 states. Buer Sawmills are hiring in skilled positions such as maintenance, electricians, and mechanics with excellent benefits, including education assistance and employee discounts. Apply in person weekdays between 9 and 2. Call 825-2855, extension 4014, or see BuerLumber.com/careers. Carve out a new career with Buer Sawmills.
It's Friday night. It's perfect football weather, and we have a great game going on right now. McBain Ramblers up 14-0 against the Houghton Lake Bobcats. They're now going left to right on your radio dial. This is Gary Hawkeye Van, joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Ferdine. Jay Simon couldn't join us as he is in that production about the 9/11 event at the First Presbyterian Church this weekend.
Not at the pavilion, huh?
No, they moved it indoors, and it's $10 a ticket. And it looks like we have an official timeout as Morgan has to go to the sideline.
He has blood on his elbow.
McBain, first time they came out in the spread formation. Twins on the near, twins on the far. You got McGillis and Honeyga. Oh, Maynard says we're not set. Let's call a timeout, and they're going to reset because they weren't ready for this spread formation on that defensive call.
So good play by Coach Maloney just to throw something different at Houghton Lake. Last week against Roscommon, they did not go spread that often, but they did it a couple times. And I always like the fact that if Coach shows that in the game, the other team's got to practice against it. And maybe Houghton Lake wasn't ready for it.
I agree with that one on there. Hey, I want to remind you that this and all broadcasts are brought to you by the wonderful people in the community. We want to thank Eagles General Store, McBain Auto Service, Snappy's Garage, Lakeside Ace Hardware, L&J Meat Market, McNally's Party Store, McLean's Transmission, PM, Northern Truck Service, 34 on Main inside of McNally's, Wexford Missaukee TTC, McBain Rural Agricultural School, Buer Sawmill, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, Bluger Mechanical, Core Design. You can go to coredesign19.com to find their selection of items. Horizon Bank, the McBain Lake City Family Pharmacy, SRM Concrete, Honeyga Electric, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, McBain Hardware, and Judy K. Gildy will bring us the picture-perfect play of the game. McBain comes out. They are in the spread formation. Twins on the near, twins on the far. McGillis and Honeyga on the short side of the field. Pace looking back at Maloney to see what they're going to do. It is 4th down and 3. First play of the second corner. McGillis comes out. Quick pass over to Honeyga. Honeyga will catch it and get the ball over the 40-yard line. That's about an 8-yard gain, but it's good enough for first down.
Ball to the 40-yard line, both ways. On that stop, number 5, Hunter Bailey.
All right, McBain keeps the chains moving. First 2 drives have turned into touchdowns. They are looking to try and do it for a 3rd time. Inside handoff to Maloney. Maloney is completely untouched until he gets to the 20-yard line, dragging 3, 4, 5 Bobcats, and he's being helped by Honeyga to get him all the way to the goal line, and then finally throw a flag.
Carrier number 7, Brock Maloney.
You're not supposed to help.
That's legal in the pros, but it's not in high school. So I think they're going to, at the 2-yard line, they're going to call Honeyga for, what would be the norm? Illegally aiding the progression of the forward running back?
I'm sure that's how it's written in the rule book.
That's a 5-yard penalty. They'll move it all the way out to the 9-yard line, but that's still going to be 1st and 10 for the Ramblers.
I like your wording of it better.
Yeah, mine flows off the tongue nicely. So 11:27 left in the second quarter. McBain is in the red zone. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Spread formation still. Maloney's at the running back. Hand out to Maloney. He's going to try and finish it. He started, and he does as he scrambles for a touchdown. 9-yard scamper. Maloney to the pay dirt, up 20-0 Ramblers. Extra point is up. It is no good. Bonico pulls this one to the left. So, according to the Horizon Bank scoreboard, the Rams are up 20-0 with 11:04 left in the second quarter. You are listening to home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
We've all been there. We rely on our vehicles more than ever to get us where we need to go, safe and sound. McBain Auto Service is open Monday through Friday and are fully licensed and insured to serve you. With over 50 years combined experience, they specialize in everything from brakes to engine repair with no job too big or small. Stop in for a safety inspection. McBain Auto Service, located at 9438 South Maury Road in McBain, or call 231-825-2729.
L&J Meat Market offers fresh, locally raised beef, pork, and chicken, specializing in Misaki-made sausages and jerky. L&J Meat Market is a true family operation headed up by Tim and Sandy Genema. Whether you need a hog roast or fresh brats and burgers for grilling, they're here to serve you. Check out L&J Meat Market, 4 miles south of Lake City on M66, or call 231-839-2176. That's 231-839-2176.
And we're back here live in McBain on Friday night. The Ramblers are just rolling up 20-0 with 11:04 left in the second quarter. Gary Hawkeye Vanna joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Verdeen. As the Ramblers get ready to kick off, Morgan is not even out on the field right now. So Bonica, he kicks a short scribber, bounces around, and is finally recovered at the 40-yard line of the Bobcats. That one was recovered by number 89, Will Oster. First and 10 for the Bobcats at their own 40.
So Morgan comes back out, but he was only gone for a little bit. He's got a black tape on his elbow.
Pistol formation, twins on the near, twins on the far. Morgan, two men go in motion, and no one says that. And there's a man halfway down the field.
How does the ref in front not even see that?
That was interesting.
Now, technically, they could switch positions, and it looked like they had him, but the wide receiver on the Holt Lake sideline was 10 yards downfield, and I don't think the ref right in front of him saw it.
Well, tell you what, it's not an easy job, and what we see up here is not exactly what they see down there, and sometimes we could be wrong.
What?
I'm sorry, I just used to saying that to my wife. All right, second down and 15, 11:04 left in the second quarter. Break the huddle. We got a pistol formation with double wings. Morgan in motion. Morgan comes up the middle, and he's going to be taken down quickly by Carson Murphy. And it looks like that might be Evan Haverkamp also on the tackle, but Morgan does get 3. We'll make it second down and 12.
On the stop for McBain, number 55, Carson Murphy.
Defense has done a good job. Aaron Ingraham up in the middle. Bonico, Murphy pushing from thing. Shotgun formation. Drop back to pass. He's immediately flushed out of there, and he's going to be sacked for a big loss by Bonico, cleaned up by Murphy. He'll go all the way back to the 32-yard line. So that'll be a loss of 6 on the Bobcats, and they'll make it 3rd and 19.
Almost that country mile.
McBain looks like they're just bringing the house and going man-to-man coverage on the wide receivers, daring you to beat him with the pass. And that has been paying big dividends as we have a broken pro, twins on the far, hand off to the keeper for Morgan, and it gets out of the grasp of Hunnigan. Now he's going to throw it deep, out of bounds, incomplete pass, well covered by Ealing. Even if he caught that, he would still been short by 8 yards, and Ealing was getting cleaned up right away. So, 4th down and 19 for the Bobcats. Full pace out the field. Shaken Baker goes deep. Elijah Baker getting ready to receive the ball.
You know, McBain can be pretty aggressive on this too. Even if they have a penalty, it's not going to change possession.
Nope. Snap to Morgan. Morgan puts a boot to ball. Ball hits at the 38. One hop right to Baker. Baker tries to pick it up and run, but he's going to be tackled immediately at the 40. Thrown down to the 34. See, it'll be interesting where they put the ball on this one. Looks like they're giving it to him on the 34.
Will Oster. 1st and 10 for the Ramblers.
So McBain will be taking it over on the punt on their own 35. 1st down and 10. 9:34 left in the second quarter. McBain already up 20-0. They break the huddle. Double tight end. Wing T formation. Pace under center. He gets the snap. He gives it to McGillis to the outside. McGillis finds a hole. He's turning it up. He's carrying players, and he's going to carry them all the way down to the 1st down. With the 11-yard gain, they're at the McBain 46-yard line. 1st and 10 Ramblers.
Kelvin's running pretty high here. He doesn't look like he's getting hit. But you see this yellow helmet going through a sea of green and yellow helmets. And he's running hard tonight.
Baker gets back in the game. Abbott comes off to the side. Tell you what, Caleb Abbott has been quite a little revelation. He didn't start in the first game, but due to injury, he got out there, and he has made the most of his time and taken a starter position. He's going to keep it. McBain breaks the huddle. We got single receiver on the near side, wing T formation. Gives it up to Maloney up the middle. Maloney waits for the ball, and he's going to drive and carry the pile for about a 4.5 yard gain. Let's call it 2nd down and 6 for the Ramblers right on the 50-yard line.
Stop number 89, Will Oster.
Official timeout on this one as Judah Leonard has to hop to the sideline. Brett Bentham is checking into the game for the Ramblers.
That is 64 in your program. It's 62 though.
McBain breaks the huddle. They have Hunnigan by himself on the near side. Other tight ends in, wing team formation. Pace drops back. There's an option over to Baker. Baker turns it up. He finds a little bit of room. He draws out of bounds by Morgan, but not until another Rambler. Bam! 1st down.
43-yard line.
McBain takes over on the 43-yard line after that carry by Baker.
By number 58, Gabe Buster, along with number 10, Ryan Morgan. 1st and 10, McBain on the 43-yard line of Oak Lake.
McBain's doing a nice job mixing it up, running in the middle, running on the outside. There's a nice pitch by Pace on that one.
All right, McBain breaks the huddle. Hunnigan on the near side, wing T formation. Takes the pass. He's got Hunnigan. Hunnigan's wide open. Easy pitch and catches. He goes to the end zone. Touchdown. Ramblers for a 43-yard strike. Score is now 26-0 Ramblers.
Nice run fake, play action pass. Oak Lake totally bit Karsten 10 yards behind his nearest defender and outran him at the end.
Replay, huh?
All right, McBain comes out to try and kick the extra point. Bad snap. Pace puts it down good. Monaco puts a good boot to ball on that one. It's good. Makes the score 27-0. Ramblers, and they are humming. You are with 8:09 left in the second quarter. McBain is up. You're listening to Home to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
FIAM is family. And like football, FIAM is also teamwork. The FIAM team has been a stable Cadillac area employer for over 40 years. FIAM is proud to support this McBain Ramblers broadcast. FIAM is currently hiring for full-time positions on all 3 shifts. So if you would like to join the FIAM family, now may just be the time. Please visit FIAM at 1550 Leeson Avenue and apply to join the FIAM team. Go Ramblers from FIAM Technologies in Cadillac.
A name you'll never forget, Snappy's Garage. Snappy's Garage is just that. They'll get you in and out in a snap. They're located just outside of Falmouth and can service your vehicle, ORV, diesel engine, or any other automotive need. Snappy's Garage is fully licensed and ASE certified. Call 231-429-2549. Snappy's Garage. It's more than a name. It's Scott Genema's way of doing business.
And we're back. Ramblers are on fire, up 27-0. 8:09 left in the second quarter. Gary Hawkeye Van joined by Mr. McBain Lars for the broadcasting to you from the Burkholder Family Funeral Home broadcast booth. As the ball has been pooch kicked again to about the 38-yard line, recovered on that one by number 36, Caleb Furman. And Bobcats will take over.
So Holton Lake down by 27 points, trying to put something together. I don't see Morgan out there.
No, Morgan's not out there. They are in the formation. Pitch to the outside. They want to do a halfback option, but he is blown up by Huntinga. They tried to get it to Meggs. Meggs was going to throw the pass back, and before he barely caught the ball before he had a shoulder in the middle of him, cut him in half. That was a textbook tackle. You know, we're talking about a new sponsor here, and it's a Boss Design, and I want to say the best Boss, or the Boss best design play of the game, and it must have been that the little. Maybe that right there is the best Boss design play.
Well, a lot of times the defensive coach, if they see a pitch their way or motion their way, it's an automatic blitz out there by the defensive end or the corner. And it looked like that's what Kirsten did playing defensive end. Saw it coming his way and just ran outfield.
Broken pro formation pistol. They call it. It looks like they're going to get encroachment on the Ramblers. So Bobcats will get some of those yardage back, and that should be now second down and 13 for the Bobcats with the ball on their own 36-yard line. Bobcats break the huddle. Clocks are running. Just about 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Hand up on the inside. A lot of room for Meggs. Meggs tried to punch it out, ran out of bounds on that one by Caleb Abbott, but not until he has a big gain. It was going to be about a 9-yard gain, and that should make it third down and 3 for the Bobcats. It's at the 45-yard line for the Bobcats.
So there's nothing worse as a defensive coach is when you call a blitz, and Haverkamp was blitzing to that side, and he got walled down at the line, and the running back went right by him. Caleb making a nice saving tackle there before they were even able to get the first down.
Pass up the middle to Miggs. Miggs breaks 2 tackles, running to his own man, but not until he gets the first down and moves the chains for the Bobcats.
Tell you what, Kirsten Huntinga hit him hard there. The only problem with that is Carson was running from behind, and actually when he hit him, pushed him forward another couple of yards. It looks like Brant Bonico's coming off with maybe holding his arm, might have a stinger. that's Coach Maloney's going to have little brother Damian rub his shoulders there, make him feel better.
Yeah.
Just like get home.
Those brothers, they just take care of each other. They're always hugging and cuddling and rubbing shoulders. Inside head off of that one, runs right into Camp House. Camp House owns it almost by himself, and it's finished up by Smash Aaron Ingraham for a 2-yard gain, but a great job by the Ramblers as Meigs has nowhere to go on that one.
Meigs has to step up this game with
Number 9.
Morgan out.
Trader the ball carrier, gain of a yard on the plate. It'll be second down and 9. Again on that stop, number 66, Caleb Kimball.
Scores 27-0 Ramblers. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Holt Lake is driving the ball. They got it over midfield. They're at the 49-yard line of the Ramblers. Hand up on the inside, and he's going to be blown up. Taken low on that one by Huntington and finished out high by Ealing and McGillis. Nowhere to go on that. As that was a big carry on that one by number 8, Kane Furman.
7-yard line. Third down and 6.
All right. False start on the Ramblers on that one. Got pulled by the hard count. That's the second false start on this drive.
Ramblers is preliminary signal.
And then we'll make it, what, second down and 2?
A lot of times,
Or third down 2.
if you're Houghton Lake and you're down by 27, you know the other team's fired up, ready to just tee off on you. Those hard counts and going on 2, it's the best thing you can do for an aggressive defense.
All right, so we decided to take a little size off the line and bring in Mac Bonico instead. Morgan's back into the game. Brian Morgan is going to be the running back on the near side. The handoff up the middle. He's looking for a little space. He finds some space, breaks the tackle, breaks the second tackle. Still driving, and finally wrapped up by Maloney, cleaned up by Caleb Camphouse. Pretty impressive play by Camphouse as his tackle was broken immediately, and he still pursued to finish the tackle there. But it's a first down for the Bobcats.
Stop number 7, Brock Maloney.
Ball's on the 36-yard line. First down and 10 for the Bobcats. 4:46 left in the second quarter.
Morgan's a great athlete out there. Definitely changes the way the game's played.
Twins on the far side. Single on the near side. We got a pro formation, man in motion, inside handoff to Morgan. Morgan has a big hole, and he's got room to go. Breaks one tackle. He's looking for the corner, and one man to beat right there, and he's gone for a touchdown. I see a flag on the play.
There is a flag out the field at about the 15.
I think it's going to be a block in the back.
That's what it looked like against, not against Caleb Camhouse, but the penalty was on a Holt Lake player that pushed Caleb Campos in the back, and Caleb was the only hope for McBain there. And he didn't really need to do that, the Holt Lake player, because Morgan was already gone.
Yeah, if Caleb Campos, he's playing an excellent game, but if he can run down Morgan in an open field, it'll just blow my mind. So they're going to bring it back 10 yards. No touchdown on that one, but it will be a first down at the 25-yard line of McBain.
They have your attention, and all flag football players report to the bar at the north end of the field, if you would, please. All flag football players, please report to the bar at the north end of the field. If you're looking at the footfield turn from our side, it's to your left.
All right, Houghton Lake, best drive of the half, and now there's a timeout by McBain as they try to regather themselves. Hey, we're going to keep it here as we have so many sponsors here, and we got a little slice of hometown right now here. But if you're from here and you can't be here, but you want to listen to this, you can do that. You just need to go to 1079 CDY's website. Scroll on the left or right-hand side, and there will be a football icon. It should have the Rambler helmet on it. You click on that, and you can stream that anywhere in the world. Extremely popular on military bases. And how can we do this? Well, we can do this thanks to our great friends at McLean Transmission, the official sponsor of the live streaming of McBain Sports. For anything transmission related and for quality used cars, head over to McLean Transmission on LaChance Road between Cadillac Lake City. Call 231-779-1394. All right, McBain's looks like they're ready to get out and play.
Definitely a nice night for football. It's probably too hot for the players. Very comfortable for the fans. The lights are on here, a few clouds there. Sun was kind of a factor in the first quarter. That's not anymore.
No, it's not. The only thing that can make this better is if we had the beautiful colors on the leaves in this weather. All right. Holton Lake breaks his huddle. They got a broken pro formation with the shotgun. It's going to be an option out to Morgan. Morgan tries to find the corner. He runs into Caleb Abbott, who cuts him at the knees and finished off by Huniga. And he'll get a gain about 2 on the carry right there. Let's take a gain of 124, second down and 9 for the Bobcats.
Carson Hudinga and Caleb Camphouse's name is called quite a bit tonight for getting in on the defensive tackles. Flying all over the field.
Holton Lake breaks the huddle. We got the pro set broken by the quarterback in shotgun formation. He drops back, a quick strike up the middle, and is intercepted by Haverkamp. Going up the field, almost takes a house stripped at the last minute at the 48-yard line. Big turnover. That is a Northern Truck Service turnover, and that penalty takes a touchdown off the board, and then McBain erases it by taking the ball away.
I'll tell you what, Haverkamp, right spot, right time. He might not even had to move because it was a quick slant, kind of a tight end dump, and the quarterback just tried to force it in there when it wasn't there. Haverkamp's like, Merry Christmas. And honestly, he didn't start running right away either, so some of the Holton Lake players didn't even realize it was intercepted.
Last night, the JV had 4 interceptions against Holton Lake, and the varsity takes a page out of their book because they get 1. We got a spread formation, shotgun, twins on the near, twins on the far. It looks like Pace is trying to change the play. Here's the snap. Goes in the middle. He's got McGillis. McGillis goes up and cannot catch the ball. It was a little bit high.
It's nice to see receiver 73, Mac Bronico downfield, right next to McGillis. Refs letting him play a little bit, huh? Maybe they moved him to a tight end spot with an illegal number. Anyway. We're all human. We all make mistakes. But that's cute. That's a hard guy to miss out there at 6'4" and 300 pounds.
All right. McBain breaks the huddle. They're still in the spread formation. Just under 4 minutes left in the second quarter. They're stacked on the near side. Hand up in the middle to Maloney. Maloney makes one man miss, makes a second man miss. Drives his legs over the half field or the 50-yard line to the 49 of the Bobcats. They're down in 5.
Nice hard run by Brock Maloney. Caleb Adams coming off, looks a little hurt. Elijah Baker back in.
On the far side, Dwayne DeWitt, Elijah Baker are your receiver. Near side, Calvin McGillis and Huniga. Baker in motion. There's a jet sweep to Baker. Baker looks to turn in, makes one miss, makes a second one miss, is going to the sideline. He'll be thrown out of bounds. It looks like they're going to be getting excessive tackling.
Elijah did a great job of setting up his blockers. He snuck to the inside and quickly zigzagged to the outside. And then after he stepped out of bounds, the Holton Lake player spun him to the ground. And the official finally saw that one, threw a flag. Didn't really throw it that hard though, did he?
He didn't have to. He just had to mark the spot. So it's a personal foul, 15 yards added onto Baker's 14-yard carry. So he was thrown out of bounds at the 38. The ball should go all the way down to the 23. First down and 10 for the Ramblers on Holton Lake's 23-yard line. 3:17 left in the quarter. McGillis in motion. There's a jet sweep to McGillis. McGillis turns it up, goes back towards the middle, takes a big blow, but he keeps on running, keeps on driving the lane. He gets all the way down to about the 8-yard line, and that's enough for another first down.
Nice hard run by McGillis again. Should have been stopped about 10 yards before he finally went down. Just hard running, taking a beating.
Holton Lake's going to take a timeout. So 3:10 left in the first half. McBain's up 27-0. You are listening to Home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY. Well, I want to remind you that you are listening to McBain Sports here on 107.9 CDY. These games could not be possible without the great support of our sponsors. We want to give a big shout out to our sponsors. That would be Eagles General Store, McBain Auto Service, Snappy's Garage, Lakeside Ace Hardware, L&J Meat Market, McNally's Party Store, McLean's Transmission, DM, Northern Truck Service, 34 on May. It's inside of McNally's. Wexford Misaki CTC, McBain Rural Agricultural Schools, Brewers Sawmill, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, Kluger Mechanical, Core Design, Horizon Bank, McBain Lake City Family Pharmacy, SRM Concrete, Honeygale Electric, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, McBain Hardware, and Judy K. Gildy Photography. McBain comes back. They got the wing tee offense going right now. Pace drops to the back, gives it to Dwayne DeWitt. DeWitt catches the ball in the end zone. Nice little pitch and catch, 9-yard touchdown pass to Dwayne DeWitt. Ramblers are up 33-0.
He set that one up really nice with a play action pass again, faking the handoff, and Dwayne DeWitt just was able to sneak right behind the corner and linebacker. Kind of a lob pass. Dwayne goes up high to get it. Touchdown.
Bonica out to try and kick again. There's a snap. There's the boot to ball. It looks good. That'll be another point for the Ramblers, up 34-0 with 3:05 left in the first half. You are listening to Home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools is looking for the next generation of Ramblers. If you want to give your child the gift of a great education, make McBain Rural Agricultural Schools your school of choice. Every McBain Rambler gets a MacBook or iPad, a strong curriculum, including a variety of vocational programs, great athletics, and access to a brand new state-of-the-art performing arts center. If you want a school that will challenge your child, support your child, and celebrate your child's individuality, visit McBain.org or call 231-825-2165.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned family pharmacy that takes pride in helping improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family, and their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store, located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain.
Back as McBain is up 34-0 as Bonico kicks the ball deep. It's returned well up to the 38-yard line. It was originally taken on that one by number 2, Jervin Emmerich, at the 10-yard line. Nice return, but even with the big return, it's still a longer field than they've had all game.
You know, that is the interesting part. Grant kicks it as deep and take it almost at the 20. And here the ball ends up again around the 35, 40-yard line.
Hey, we want to remind everyone that you're listening to 107.9 CDY, McBain, Cadillac, Lake City.
Holton Lake's taking a long time getting the play in.
And a player. Tell you, we got a beautiful scene going on right now. Is the field is well lit up. You almost have a full moon.
Almost. That is nice.
Right over the sight line to Holton Lake. Hand up on that one right away to Meigs. Meigs got a lot of room, goes to the outside, breaks one tackle, second one finally tackled by Caleb Camphouse, who tackles the blocker and the running back, but not until he has 11-yard gain.
What a great job of Bonico and Camphouse to get downfield to make that tackle. Maloney slowed him up a little bit, and they were able to finish him off.
Holton Lake partially breaks the huddle. Single wide receiver on the near side, twins on the far. Shotgun all game long. I don't know if this is pistol or shotgun. Inside handoff to Meigs. Meigs gets tackled by Huntington, but not until he gets a 3-yard gain. And he basically falls underneath a pile of Ramblers and Bobcats.
Meigs ran right by Carson, but Carson not giving up on the play. Jumps on his back and takes him down.
I don't know why they put the outlander in the decisions.
Minute 53 left in the game. McBain up 34-0. Holton Lake got a drive going, but they don't seem to be in a hurry.
Okay, so as we're approaching halftime here, what is the running clock rule? What's the point spread?
35.
Only
Play stopped before they could go after it. It looks like there was I don't see a flag anywhere. Hall of Famer Harv Lucas says back judge called a delay of game. So 5 yards against Holton Lake.
Ball parked down the 48-yard line. It'll be second down and 13.
Takes him back into Holton Lake territory, right at midfield.
I was going to maybe say 12, but the signal did not make that.
All right, Meigs has the ball up the middle. He's been the workhorse this half, taken down by Bonico and Acom on that one. He gets it just past he gets those 5 yards back from that delay game penalty, so it'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Bobcats.
Stop number 44, Bryce Acom.
So tackling stats should be pretty good this game for McBain.
It should be. Meigs gets the ball to the outside. He's got the corner and a little bit more. He's going to be taken down by Caleb Abbott, but he looks like he's going to be just short of the first down, but nope. 4th down and just about a yard.
Big play here. Let's see if Holton Lake does the hard count. See if they can draw McBain offsides, get a freebie.
23 seconds left in the half. Holton Lake gets the snap off. Inside handoff. The ball is loose. There's a flag. Maybe he hung on to the ball right there, but it looks like he stopped. Tackled by Caleb Camphouse.
But that's right at the first down marker.
Meigs is see if he's going to carry it. They could first decide if he got the first down, you think, then address the penalty, unless the penalty is against the Ramblers. Whitecap comes to the sideline, tell us what's going on. They're waving off the penalty.
First down, Bobcats.
And they gave the first down to the
4.3 seconds left in the first half.
First down for the Bobcats. There's an injured player for Holton Lake, so the official clock's going to stop. 11.3 seconds left in the half. So we will be going to halftime in just a couple minutes. We'll be bringing you the McBain Hardware halftime show. So that should be good fun. As Lars and I are hanging out here, getting a great chance to watch the game. But hey, we want to start making some announcements out there because in 2 weeks, McBain will be playing against Pine River on a very special night. Do you know what's going on?
Well, I wasn't around then, but back in '71, McBain started their football program. So it's the 50-year anniversary of that first McBain Rambler football team. So that group from 1971, and just doing the math, I hope they can still run out on the field. I'm just kidding, guys.
Well, yes. Actually, the football program started in 1970, but since it was a first-year program, they only played against JV teams. 1971 was the first year of a varsity football program. So, ready for a little piece of trivia?
Always.
When McBain started their first year in 1970, they did not have a home field to play on, so they had to play all their home games like in Lake City on their field when it was not booked.
Nice.
Now, I heard that happened another time.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that one?
Well, back in '91, when we built this sports complex, the field wasn't ready. Actually, 90. And so it was my freshman year, and so all our games were away. So that was kind of a fun year of not being at home ever.
They said McBain Parents Night took place in Marion.
That would make sense. That was when Marion won the state championship, so
yeah,
we usually got beat about 56-0 then.
Weren't there a couple boys on that team that were kind of intimidating?
A few cousins of mine called Bonicos were. I'm looking at one kneeling down there. He's kneeling and he's still almost taller than Sean Mulder.
Yep, the Bonico boys who played some college football, and Owen, the first Bonico son to come through that, is also playing. Holton Lake drops back pass, looking for it all on one play here, and the pass is complete. Is he in? They're calling it incomplete. He was out of bounds when he caught it. 0.8 seconds left. There will be time for one more play for Holton Lake before halftime, unless there's a defensive penalty.
Boy, that's hard to see from here, but that was a great catch by him. But
a great catch on that one by Hunter Bailey, but he was out of bounds.
Ended up into the long jump pit, so we have cement surrounding that. Hopefully he didn't get hurt. Boy, with 0.8 seconds, you sure can't blame a home sport keeper or clock guy, huh?
No, you can't. Holton Lake breaks the huddle. Drop back the pass. He's got a lot of pressure on him. He has to dance to the outside. Great arm, throws it. Knocked down on that one by Landon Ealing. So at halftime, Ramblers are up 34-0. Great half of the McBain Ramblers, and they will be kicking off to start the second half. I remind you, you're listening to the home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
Feeling lost in the shuffle of recent bank mergers and acquisitions? When was the last time you heard of a bank that's big enough to serve you and small enough to really get to know you? Meet Horizon Bank, coming in September to McBain. Listening to you, learning about you, and building relationships is what Horizon Bank is all about. Horizon Bank, here to serve and here to stay. Learn more at horizonbank.com.
Making the final arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
Parents, if your students want to be college or career ready by the end of high school, CTC is the place to be. I'm Troy from the McBain High School, and the Wexford-Mazaki Career Tech Center is preparing me for the jobs of the future. Students from all over the region can choose up to 14 different career-driven programs, with a free associate's degree available in some programs through the 13th year training. Find out more at WMISD.org at the Career Technical Education link and see why CTC is the place to be.
With hard work and determination, Mary McNally's Dream is now open. 34 on Main Deli, which is inside McNally's Party Store in McBain. With breakfast, a rotating soup of the day, and daily specials on their Facebook page. All meals are homemade, including comfort desserts and a dessert menu. Open 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., and private catering is available. Call 825-2357. 825-2357. 34 on Main is a proud local sponsor of the McBain Ramblers.
Dawn Fresh Catering is committed to serving fresh, homemade foods with an emphasis on using the great Abel's meats our customers love. Let Dawn Fresh Catering provide the food for your party or event. At Abel's General Store, you'll find a wide variety of grocery products, clothing, gifts, and of course, our signature meats. Family owned and operated since 1920, hometown service is our specialty. Dawn Fresh Catering in Abel's General Store in beautiful downtown Falmouth.
Huttinga Electric of Cadillac is your trusted and expert electric contractor, providing you with only quality services. We've always sought to provide you with reliable services because your satisfaction is our top priority. Locally owned and operated, Huttinga Electric is your local choice for electrical contracting, specializing in residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural electrical projects. We're licensed and insured for your protection. Call Huttinga Electric at 231-779-4699 today. SRM Concrete is family-owned and all about community. That's why they're supporting this broadcast. SRM Concrete was founded in 1999 with one singular goal: to provide superior ready-mix concrete service for your commercial and residential projects. With locations across northern and central lower Michigan, there's an SRM Concrete near you. From order to on-time delivery, the SRM Concrete team guarantees you'll be thrilled. Quality concrete, unmatched service. That's SRM Concrete.
This time of year, the trees are turning colors and our gardens are producing another bountiful harvest. Lakeside Ace Hardware is ready to help with both, with rakes, lawn bags, leaf blowers, chainsaws, gloves, winter guard fertilizers, driveway markers, and more. Plus everything you need for canning, including jars and lids, canners, spices, and tools. Shop local at Lakeside Ace Hardware, locally owned and proud to support our McBain Ramblers.
Welcome back to McBain. We are in the McBain Hardware halftime show. McBain Hardware, as my brother-in-law likes to say, if they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Go see Ron or Trevor talk about Milwaukee products. They have an extensive line of Milwaukee products, and they are fantastic. I can give you a personal testimony about how much I like the Milwaukee products. And the batteries, got a weed whipper that way, got a little chainsaw. Just start getting into them, and boy, are they nice products. McBain Hardware, they'll carry the Milwaukee products and set you up just right. So McBain is up at halftime, 34-0. The Brian Morgan our team has just seemed to struggle as McBain's defense has really stepped up the call. Right now, they've done a great job of shutting him down. Mr. McBain, what did you see in the first half?
Well, we knew that we had to focus on Morgan, and McBain did a great job of that. Their other little runner, Miggs, did a nice job, but they didn't get a ton of yards. They rushed 29 times for 97 yards. That's not a great average. Looking at McBain's average, 13 rushes for 130 yards. And like you said, time of possession, definitely in Houghton Lake's favor. But when McBain's scoring so quickly, you know, what can you do?
Yeah, what can you do on that one? Well, talking about scoring, how did McBain score? Well, let us tell you. First play of the game, McGillis ran it all the way back to the McBain 44-yard line. Oh, excuse me, the Bobcat 44-yard line. And they said, you know, you did such a good job, let's get the ball back to you. And he took off 44 yards to the house for the first touchdown. With 3:37 left in the first quarter, Elijah Shaken Baker took the ball around the end, and he was able to take an 18-yard touchdown. Well, McBain went to the second corner and didn't take long to get back in business with 11:07 into the left in the second quarter. Brock Maloney takes the ball straight up the middle for a dive, 9-yard touchdown right there. Well, we would hate to say that McBain is one-dimensional, so we're going to see the air game for the rest of the half as 8:09 left, a 44-yard touchdown pass from Braylon Pace to Karsten Hunninga. And then with 3:05 left, there was a 9-yard touchdown pass, a tight end dump from Pace to Dwayne DeWitt. Add the numbers up, carry the one, couple extra points kicked in there. We're sitting at 34-0. Now we're going to bring you the stats. What do you got for halftime stats right there, Mr. McBain?
Well, Pace is doing a really good job throwing the ball. You talked about his 3 catches. Pretty much the ones that counted are the touchdown ones. Karsten with 2, I believe, right? 2 touchdowns, and then Dwayne DeWitt with that nice one there. I remember it's not on our stat book, but he did have one where he went to Calvin McGillis. It ended up incomplete. So Braylon Pace doing a nice job in the passing game, and McBain's not really known for their passing, and sometimes they're only that one-person threat with Huntinga. And he really stepped it up and did a great job. Looks like Calvin McGillis has 4 rushes for 76 yards. Elijah Baker, 4 rushes for 38 yards. And then Brock Maloney, 4 rushes for 16 yards. On the defensive side, Karsten Huntinga with 7 tackles. Calvin McGillis with 5. Caleb Camphouse with 8 so far. Caleb Abbott with 3. Evan Haverkamp with 2. Plus the big interception that falls into his arms. Right spot, right time. Brock Maloney, 2. Grant Bonico with 6, doing a great job. Some of those with Branner have even been downfield where he never gives up on a play. Landon Ealing, 2. Bryce Acom, 2. And even Aaron Ingraham getting in there on the tackles. So McBain's doing a nice job defensively and offensively, keeping the game in check. And the result on the scoreboard, 34-0.
Yeah, Brian Morgan made the touchdown run against McBain, but there was a block in the back that called that back, and the very next play, Haverkamp was able to take the pick. So avoided a little bit of damage right there, but they're sitting pretty. So with 12 minutes left in the halftime and still the magic 3 minutes after that, Lars, what do you see for adjustments that McBain's going to be making?
Well, they're still focusing on Morgan. They're still going to be looking at Miggs. They've seen the spread out of Houghton Lake. They've seen the pro. They've pretty much have covered everything. Do you think Houghton Lake's holding anything back as a surprise? I doubt it, especially like you said, the football coach was hired late into the summer, and they miss a lot of that training that they normally can have. So that is putting in the new system, the weightlifting, all those things McBain has been able to do, and Houghton Lake hasn't been able to do. And then Houghton Lake has not won a game yet this year, so that's pretty big. Maybe confidence is starting to get shaken. But I tell you what, McBain is looking really good out there.
Well, I don't expect Houghton Lake to change anything for the second half. I don't know. We've seen McBain up by this score before against Ionia. And they actually went into a running clock, but they ended up losing, and Ionia had the greatest comeback in MHSAA era football against the Ramblers, and that was no more than, 6 years ago? So this is not done by any means, and, that's all Maloney has to go, hey, boys, you may not remember this, but remember the Ionia. You don't let up. But next week, Houghton Lake has actually 2 big rivalry games next week, as Houghton Lake will be taking on the Roscommon Bucks. And neither team has got a victory up to this point. And next week they'll be facing each other. They probably have some trophy. At least the pride of Roscommon County is on the line. Maybe the winner gets free Busili's pizza for the week. I don't know. But there's got to be some great honor for that one. So they have, part of me says if things don't go at the very well in the beginning, you make sure that you're ready for the Bucks game. And the Ramblers have a big game next week too.
Yeah, there is a lot of football to be played yet because the weather's still good. That means it's still early in the season. So, that game next week with Holton Lake and Roscommon with the battle of the wins. It's not the unbeaten. They haven't won yet.
That's right.
That is
someone will get out the schneid in that game for sure.
A pride game, just like McBain has a pride game next week with Lake City Trojans.
You didn't say that right. They have a game next week with the number 8 ranked Lake City Trojans.
You know, isn't that interesting? Like last year, Lake City only wins 2 games, but Kyle Smith, you're never down and out. And I tell you what, Lake City has a runner and a running back. I was watching him during track. Is it Blair? Is that his name? Dane Blair or Blair Dane? He is so fast, and he's not a small kid. He's not Dan Bazine size, but he's not small.
You know, Lake City always has great speed, and you really have to be careful of them because they can usually outrun McBain. We've been able to outmuscle them when we need to, and it's always going to be interesting between a speed game and a power game and which one's going to be there. And we're going to be over on Lake City's home field. So just want to remind everyone you are listening to the halftime show brought to you by McBain Hardware. Stop by McBain Hardware. See Trevor, Dan, or Ron for a complete selection of Milwaukee products as well as channel lock products. High quality equipment at McBain Hardware. You go there, it's almost like going back in time with the old wooden floors and stuff like that. McBain Hardware. My brother-in-law likes to say, if they don't have it, then you probably don't need it. We are listening to the home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
Great lumber starts with quality wood, and quality wood starts right here in our backyard at Buer Sawmills in McBain and Lake City. Buer Sawmills are family-owned and expanding with a footprint in 4 states. Buer Sawmills are hiring in skilled positions such as maintenance, electricians, and mechanics with excellent benefits, including education assistance and employee discounts. Apply in person weekdays between 9 and 2. Call 825-2855, extension 4014, or see BuerLumber.com/careers. Carve out a new career with Buer Sawmills.
We've all been there. We rely on our vehicles more than ever to get us where we need to go, safe and sound. McBain Auto Service is open Monday through Friday and are fully licensed and insured to serve you. With over 50 years combined experience, they specialize in everything from brakes to engine repair with no job too big or small. Stop in for a safety inspection. McBain Auto Service, located at 9438 South Maury Road in McBain, or call 231-825-2729.
L&J Meat Market offers fresh, locally raised beef, pork, and chicken, specializing in Misaki-made sausages and jerky. L&J Meat Market is a true family operation headed up by Tim and Sandy Genema. Whether you need a hog roast or fresh brats and burgers for grilling, they're here to serve you. Check out L&J Meat Market, 4 miles south of Lake City on M66, or call 231-839-2176. That's 231-839-2176.
FIAM is family, and like football, FIAM is also teamwork. The FIAM team has been a stable Cadillac area employer for over 40 years. FIAM is proud to support this McBain Ramblers broadcast. FIAM is currently hiring for full-time positions on all 3 shifts, so if you would like to join the FIAM family, now may just be the time. Please visit FIAM at 1550 Leeson Avenue and apply to join the FIAM team. Go Ramblers from FIAM Technologies in Cadillac.
And we're back here in McBain. Friday night, the Ramblers are rolling 34-0 at halftime. You're listening to the McBain Hardware halftime show. We're broadcasting live from the Burkholder Family Funeral Home. And we're just going to take a second and listen to this fantastic fight song from the Mass Band. Nothing like a fight song to get you fired up. All right, at this time, Lars is going to bring you play-by-play of the flag football game.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, these cute little elementary kids are out there running around, having a great time. It's green on green, but they have green flags and yellow flags. So this is a program set up. You know, sometimes third grade's a little young to do some contact football. So this gives the kids a chance to go out there. Some of them are a little smaller than their classmates. Go out there, run around, still have the fun of throwing and catching the football, but not yet the physicality of it. So what a great idea for some of these kids to just be able to grow a few years before they put the pads on. And I didn't start playing football until 8th grade. And it was a little tough there getting into college and things. And some of those players I played with have been playing since 3rd grade. That's a lot of beating on the body to have to be able to handle that. And hopefully when you're done with football, you can walk away and still have your knees intact and your shoulders. You know, talking to Doug Monaco, how many shoulder surgeries has he had there?
Well, on the far side, these little first or second and third graders, Sean Mulder just called a double reverse. We're going to take advantage of you not knowing much about the game by doing a double reverse on you. For the score, great job. Fans leaving the field with their traditional exit dance. Great to see that happen. 3 minutes left in the halftime show before the magic 3 minutes appears. We are listening to the McBain Hardware halftime show. Pine River comes back to the field. I don't think, little story, Pine River went to the school to go to the halftime, and most teams go to the team bus over by the softball field or they stay on the field. I guess no one told Pine River that the school's locked up. So the players are all standing outside the door trying to do this, and they cannot get into the building for their halftime thing. But I guess they got things figured out because they're out here ready to go as we're getting ready to start the second half.
And really, the not knowing the situation, they've only been to this field, what, one time?
One time ever. And that was just 2 years ago where they won a nail-biter, 8-6. That was Pine River's first season in the Highland Conference. And if I remember correctly, they tied for the Highland Conference championship that year with
Beal, wouldn't it?
With Beal, because Beal lost to McBain.
Yeah.
During that season, McBain had 2 losses in the regular season. That was to Holton Lake, and that was to Lake City on that crazy game. I don't remember if you remember that, but McBain has been beaten by Lake City about 4 times in a row, and they were finally getting their team together. It was 2019, my son's senior year. And McBain, with 2:47 left in the game, it was 4th down and 12 for the Lake City Trojans, down by 5, and quarterback scrambles, gets hit by the defensive back, twists, gets loose, throws a crazy no-look pass, completed for the first down, and they went on to score.
Wow, to have that play back, huh?
Yeah, the one play separated that game. Ramblers on the near sideline, stretching their legs. They come into the game 1-2, hoping to get back to 500 before they have to go to number 8 ranked Lake City next week. This is really do or die game for the Ramblers, because if they do not win this one, they are going to be in a very deep hole for the playoffs. Looking at the playoffs right now, Snooze to You has a great website. I don't know if you've ever been to Snooze to You, but the guys are fantastic. He'll go and look at all the points and then look at class sizes, and then he'll set up all the matchups against regions, and he is usually 95% accurate, even before the new playoff point system, about what division teams are in. It got a little bit easier because you can't change divisions once the season starts. So if you start in Division 6, you're going to be in the Division 6 playoffs.
Okay. Because before, it was kind of a cutoff line. You didn't know what you're going to be.
That's right.
Makes it hard to scout and, figure out, looking down the road, some games you want to watch.
Over in our sister station, Cadillac Vikings up 31-6 in the third quarter. They're looking to get back to their winning ways after that tough loss last week against Traverse City. And big news in the Big North about football also.
Yeah. So where is Traverse City going to play now that they're not going to be a part of the Big North Conference? They're going to travel to Saginaw now?
The Saginaw Valley League. So their next closest game will be against Midland. Now, my understanding is that now that that's happened, there's a couple teams wanting to leave that league because the Traverse City teams are in there. So there's talking about Grand Ledge and Lapeer will leave that league because it will be a 4-hour game from Lapeer to Traverse City. So
I was looking at the enrollment of Traverse City. I thought it was somewhere around 1,600, and then Cadillac being around 800. So Traverse City be twice as big as Cadillac, twice as many athletes to choose from, walking the halls. Yeah, that kind of makes a difference sometimes.
And you know, before they split, they were the largest high school in the state of Michigan.
Yes.
All right, so we are just about ready to wrap up our McBain Hardware halftime show. Just remember to stop by McBain Hardware, see Ron, Trevor, or Dan. As my brother-in-law likes to say, if McBain Hardware doesn't have it, then you probably just don't need it. 34-0, we'll be coming back for the second half of action. McBain Ramblers are up. You are listening to Home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
A name you'll never forget, Snappy's Garage. Snappy's Garage is just that. They'll get you in and out in a snap. They're located just outside of Falmouth and can service your vehicle, ORV, diesel engine, or any other automotive need. Snappy's Garage is fully licensed and ASE certified. Call 231-429-2549. Snappy's Garage. It's more than a name. It's Scott Genema's way of doing business.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools is looking for the next generation of Ramblers. If you want to give your child the gift of a great education, make McBain Rural Agricultural Schools your school of choice. Every McBain Rambler gets a MacBook or iPad, a strong curriculum, including a variety of vocational programs, great athletics, and access to a brand new state-of-the-art performing arts center. If you want a school that will challenge your child, support your child, and celebrate your child's individuality, visit McBain.org or call 231-825-2165.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned family pharmacy that takes pride in helping improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family, and their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store, located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain.
Great lumber starts with quality wood, and quality wood starts right here in our backyard at Buer Sawmills in McBain and Lake City. Buer Sawmills are family-owned and expanding with a footprint in 4 states. Buer Sawmills are hiring in skilled positions such as maintenance, electricians, and mechanics with excellent benefits, including education assistance and employee discounts. Apply in person weekdays between 9 and 2. Call 825-2855, extension 4014, or see BuerLumber.com/careers. Carve out a new career with Buer Sawmills.
And we're back here in McBain as the Ramblers are getting ready to kick off the second half. You just listened to the McBain Hardware halftime show. And now we're getting ready to kick the ball. McBain will be kicking off to the Bobcats. McBain up 34-0. This is Gary Hawkeye Vanna, joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Ferdine. And looks like they're getting ready to they may be trying some different things, as you see Ben Rodenbaugh warming up on the sideline with the snap. He's available for 1 quarter tonight. All right, McBain gets ready to set. Here's the kick from Brant Bonico. Full run, deep kick, flag, offsides, Ramblers.
Flag on the field.
And that could cost them twice. Number 1, they're going back 5 yards. Number 2, it's gave time for Brian Morgan to get on the field. So McBain will be kicking from their own 35-yard line. And now that Morgan's back on the field, I don't think I'm going to see Bonico take a full run at it. Do you?
No, this one's going out of bounds or a short kick.
Now they've changed their 10 back.
All right, so let's see if this works for Maynard. He's trying to sneak Warner into the game without Bonico noticing he's deep. And Bonico says, you can't fool me, but it's offside a second time. And McBain now is going to go back to the 30-yard line.
A procedure against McBain, 5 yards. Going back to the 30-yard line.
Brian Morgan standing right in the middle on Holton Lake. I think he's trying to hide, and he's going to wait till Bonico sets up on which side he's going to go. And he's going to stay middle, center fieldish, for the ball at the 30-yard line. Bonico kicking from McBain's 30. Go boot there, and that one is going to be caught on the run by number 2, Emmerich. Emmerich got a big return. He's going out to the outside. Barely cut down in half on that one by Brock Maloney, but not before he gets to McBain's 49-yard line. First down and 10 for the Bobcats.
He took that kickoff back to the 49-yard line of McBain. It'll be first and 10 Bobcats on the 49. On the stop, number 7, Brock Maloney for the Ramblers.
So Holton Lake with their best position the whole game. Can they capitalize on this field position? They're in McBain territory.
Bobcats handed up on the inside. Looks like it's Meggs up for an 8-yard gain. That'll be second down and 2. Brought down by McGillis. And it looks like Haverkamp over on the tackle.
Number 4 has a Haverkamp on the stop. Second down and 3.
Holton Lake breaks the huddle. Got twins on the near, single on the far. Still shotgun formation. 2 running back. 2. Gives up to Brian Warner, and he's going to be thrown down aggressively by Aaron Ingraham. He gets a yard gain, but boy, he's going to remember that hit.
On the stop, number 75.
Wow, aggressive tackle by Ingraham.
Bryce Acom comes to the sideline. Looks like he's going to get a little bit of a break. Caleb Abbott now at linebacker. They said, no. Go back here, little boy. I'm going to put Ealing at the linebacker. Morgan gets the handoff. He's going to be met in the backfield. Breaks 1 tackle. Breaks a second. Dances around for a first down. Now he's got a little bit of space. Gets all the way down to the 30-yard line for a first down for the Bobcats.
Looked like the ball even went on the ground, picked it up, and kept going.
Kevin McGillis, number 6 on the stop. Advanced the ball to the 34-yard line.
He was there for a loss, and I don't know how he found space to get out of it, but he did get out of it. And now it's first down 10 from the 33-yard line.
Well, we knew Brian Morgan was going to get the ball the majority of the time, but he is a tough kid, especially after that throwdown by Ingraham the play before.
You think he said, give it to me? I want to show them something. Quarterback drops back to pass. Inside pass. Complete the pass. Elijah Baker tries to jump the route. Just misses the ball and goes into the hands of Emmerich. Emmerich gets all the way down to the 12-yard line of the Ramblers. This is the deepest Bobcats have been into McBain territory.
That's a first down for the Bobcats. Inside the 15-yard line. Looks like it's going to be spotted about the 13. First and 10.
Bobcats look like they got new life in the second half, and they're looking very sharp. Shotgun formation. Hand up on that one to number 9. Furman makes it to the outside. It looks like he was out of bounds, but he's not. And touchdown Bobcats as they finally get on the board, making it 34-6 Ramblers. What happened there, Lars?
McBain had them. Two players lost the tackle on them. Brock Maloney had him at the last part, and I don't know if he made a swim move or a cut up field. Somehow Brock's standing there, and the player is going on.
Home Lake looks like they're going to be going for the extra point. 9:52 left in the third quarter. Kicking for the Home Lake will be number 3, the quarterback, Elliott Carroll. Good snap, good down ball. Ball is up. It is good. Carroll splits the upright with a beautiful cook. 34-7, 9:52 left in the third quarter. McBain is up, but Home Lake is showing some life. You're listening to the home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
We've all been there. We rely on our vehicles more than ever to get us where we need to go, safe and sound. McBain Auto Service is open Monday through Friday and are fully licensed and insured to serve you. With over 50 years combined experience, they specialize in everything from brakes to engine repair with no job too big or small. Stop in for a safety inspection. McBain Auto Service, located at 9438 South Maury Road in McBain, or call 231-825-2729.
L&J Meat Market offers fresh, locally raised beef, pork, and chicken, specializing in Misaki-made sausages and jerky. L&J Meat Market is a true family operation headed up by Tim and Sandy Genema. Whether you need a hog roast or fresh brats and burgers for grilling, they're here to serve you. Check out L&J Meat Market, 4 miles south of Lake City on M66, or call 231-839-2176. That's 231-839-2176.
And we're back here in McBain's Friday night. Ramblers playing against the Home Lake Bobcats. Bobcats just scored to get on the board. They're down 34-7. As we're getting ready for second half action, as Carroll gets ready to put boot to ball. Nice deep kick. He kicks it all the way back to the 10-yard line. Elijah Baker has to jump to catch the ball. Elijah Baker got the gap. He's running up the middle. Shaker Baker breaks a tackle. He finally gets taken down at the 48-yard line after a huge 42-yard return. McBain is business in the Bobcat side.
Boy, Baker with a head of steam. Oh, that's something special. Was that the kicker playing safety? Was the one to be able to slow him down?
Yeah, it is. And then Baker almost ran through that tackle.
That's a fast kid out there.
Yeah. Fast as a rocket. All right.
Our AD, Sean Mulder's up here after running a double reverse there with the flag football.
Double tight end. Wing T formation. Hand off to the third man through. Baker gets the ball. He cannot shake anyone on that one as he's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be second down and we're going to say 10 and a half as the ball's down on the 50-yard line.
It'll be second down at 10 yards plus.
McBain breaks the huddle. Double tight. 3 men in the backfield. Braylon Pace under center. Gets the snap. He gives it to McGillis on the counter. McGillis finding a lot of room to get out there. Gets the corner. Breaks another tackle. And he finally gets brought down at the 28-yard line. But not until he has another first down.
Great run by McGillis. After he got into the secondary, it was all him trying to outrun the players.
I don't know if he was outrunning him or if he was just running him over. He was like a monster truck, and these were just little cars that he was crushing.
Evan Haberkamp playing end over there. He was lead block, and then he turned around to see, and Kelvin's coming right at him. Oh, what do I do? What do I do?
You get off the train tracks.
Yep.
McBain under center, first down and 10, 8:43 left in the third quarter. Hand off to Brock Maloney up the middle. Brock Maloney doesn't get touched until he's 8 yards down the field. Finally gets tackled, but not until he gets another first down.
Inside the 20-yard line.
Another tough run-in by Maloney.
It'll be a first down for McBain.
First down and 10 for McBain on the 18-yard line.
This is a great way for McBain to answer after giving up a score. Threatening again.
You're telling you what, these running backs are going 8 yards down the field before they're getting touched. You got to give a lot of love to the line that are open such huge holes. Plus, I tell you what, if Elijah Baker gets behind Mac Barnacle, how do you even see him? Inside handoff this time to Brock Maloney. Maloney is going to get a hard run. It looks like he's going to get about 4 yards on that one.
Defensive ball on the 14-yard line. Give it 3 yards on the play. It'd be second down and 7.
Spot just inside the 15-yard line.
On that stop.
McBain has 3 options basically every play with their running backs, and it's nice to see the kids that don't get the ball to keep carrying out their fakes. They can draw 1 or 2 people away from the runner. Gives us more of a chance.
Huntington splits out on this play still. Wing T backfield, ball's handed to McGillis. McGillis is able to dance around. He's going to get a nice chunk of change there for 4 yards. Gets the ball to about the 10-yard line. Third down and 2. 7:10 left in the third quarter. McBain Ramblers are moving the ball.
On that stop, number 59, Bradley Bates.
Back to the T. Double tight end. Hand out to Baker. Baker's trying to find the corner. Head towards it. Going to cut up there. Looks like he's going to stop right before the goal line. That was a great tackle as he stood straight up and not able to be tackled forward. But it will be enough for another Fiam first down.
That's a 2-yard line of Old Lake.
Yeah, you described it good there as Elijah trying to just outrun his own blockers. He wasn't going to set up any. He just wanted to get to that corner.
34-7, McBain is up. 6:27 on the clock, and they're knocking on the door. Double tight end. Inside handoff to Maloney. Maloney following his blocker. It looks like he's going to get over the goal line. Touchdown, Ramblers.
Touchdown, Ramblers.
At first, I was like, why did Brock stop running? Oh, he's already crossed the line. I was like, go, dive forward. And he was in.
McBain up 47 with 6:13 left in the third quarter. Looks like McBain's going to go for it here, which I kind of agree with, because if you get yourself to a running clock, maybe you can try and keep your players a little bit healthier.
Yep, and with that missed extra point early in the first quarter, chance to catch up on that.
All right, Pace, inside pass to Ealing. Ealing catches it for the 2-point conversion. So, with 6:13 left in the third quarter, McBain is up 42-7, and we'll come back to Q-Tips time. You're listening to Home and McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
FIAM is family, and like football, FIAM is also teamwork. The FIAM team has been a stable Cadillac area employer for over 40 years. FIAM is proud to support this McBain Ramblers broadcast. FIAM is currently hiring for full-time positions on all 3 shifts, so if you would like to join the FIAM family, now may just be the time. Please visit FIAM at 1550 Leeson Avenue and apply to join the FIAM team. Go Ramblers from FIAM Technologies in Cadillac.
A name you'll never forget, Snappy's Garage. Snappy's Garage is just that. They'll get you in and out in a snap. They're located just outside of Falmouth and can service your vehicle, ORV, diesel engine, or any other automotive need. Snappy's Garage is fully licensed and ASE certified. Call 231-429-2549. Snappy's Garage. It's more than a name. It's Scott Genema's way of doing business.
Just call the squad.
And we're back as we are being bullied by the Hall of Famer Harv Lucas here in McBain. McBain Ramblers football Friday night. McBain is up 42-7, 6:13 left in the third quarter. We are now going to the running clock. Grant Barnacle getting ready to kick it off. Kicks the ball tight to the sideline. That's out of bounds quite quickly. No chance of return. Holton Lake will take over at the 35-yard line. Hey, just want to remind everybody that if you have to leave our listening area, you can still catch all of the McBain action, or if you just want somebody who wants a little taste of hometown loving, you can go to 1079 CDY, scroll to the icon, and click on the streaming service. The streaming service is brought to you by McLean Transmission. For everything transmission related and for quality used cars, just head on over to McLean Transmission on LaChance Road in Cadillac, between Cadillac and Lake City. Call 231-779-1394. And Lars, we see a rarity here.
Well, the Holton Lake's coach doesn't want to just take the ball at the 35-yard line. He sees that time is running out. He wants to get the ball into his best player's hand. McBain kicked it out of bounds. Usually it's set at Holton Lake's 35, which is pretty good field position. But he wants something to happen, so he's going to make McBain re-kick, and we'll probably kick it out of bounds again.
Pooch kick down to the 43-yard line. Immediately covered on that one by Meggs, and that will be Holton Lake's ball on their own 43.
Sometimes it's like, okay, it's better field position, but there's a minute of our life we'll never get back.
Clock is moving since we are under a running clock. So, just stay here as the McBain Ramblers hope to put this one away. 5:40 left in the third quarter. Holton Lake, they came out strong. If they score, the clock goes back to traditional. Trips on the near side, so on the far side. Shotgun formation. Elliott drops back. Elliott is almost picked off by Landon Ealing as he timed that one perfectly, as there was an attempt there to try and get it to Ian Trader, but Ealing had different thoughts.
Man, that was right through his hands. He did a nice job of stepping up on that one. I bet he wants that one back.
You drive too many of those, Landon, they put you on the line. Holton Lake breaks the huddle, trips on the near side. Brian Morgan in the backfield, the lone running back. Elliott drops back. It looks like it's going to be a little pass over to Morgan. Morgan being run down by Evan Haverkamp. Makes him miss. Makes another man miss. Finally runs into Bonico, and he's dancing around there. Finally taken out at the 38 or 48-yard line. Probably a gain of 5, maybe 6 on that play.
On the stop number 4, Evan Haverkamp.
Morgan did a nice job of dancing around, and one of the Holton Lake receivers did a nice job of coming back and blocking for him, giving him more of a yardage.
2 running backs in the backfield, shotgun formation. Hand off to Morgan. Morgan looks for the outside edge. He is going to break one tackle and finally gets stood up and knocked out of bounds. That looked like a Brock Maloney hit on the outside there, with Calvin McGillis having around the waist. That's going to be just short, so it's going to be 4th down about a yard for the Bobcats at the McBain 48-yard line. As the clock keeps ticking, McBain up 42-7. 3:30 left in the second quarter, no, third quarter, sorry. Two running backs in the shotgun. Hard snap almost gets the Rambler to jump off, but he does not. Hand up in the inside to Meigs. Meigs makes the corner, and he's pushed out of bounds by Maloney and McGillis, but not until he gets another Bobcat first down. Connor McLean goes into the game.
45-yard line. That's the first down for the Bobcats.
Braylon Pace is coming off. First down and 10 for the Bobcats at the 45. Bobcats break the huddle. Two running backs in the backfield. Shotgun. Twins on the near, single on the far. Bobcats going left to right on your radio dial. Elliott's waiting for the ball. Drops back to pass. He's going for it all right now. It looks like he is going to have... Oh, what a great play on that one, because Baker was beaten. And that pass was up there high for Emmerich, and it was a couple levels above what Baker can get to, but as he's falling back to the ground, Baker punches the ball out of his hands and breaks up the pass.
Great timing by Baker there.
Second down 10 for the Bobcats. Remember, we have a running clock, so even though it's an incomplete pass, the clock still moves. Under 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
And great class by Baker there to help the receiver up after he was down on the ground.
Hand up on the inside of Morgan. Morgan goes up for about a 3-yard gain. That'll be third down and 7 for the Ramblers. He was tackled by, it looks like, Brett Bentham.
Yeah, Brent getting up on the bottom of that pile there, doing a good job taking him down. Carson Hutting in on there to help out.
Holden Lake has a good little drive going right now. Second possession of the half. Shotgun formation. Twins on the near. Handed off to Brian Morgan. Morgan tries to fire him up the middle, but he's immediately grabbed around the ankles. I think that was Bentham again, having him on the ankles, and he had nowhere to go. So Ealing and McGillis cleaned up the mess, and finally Murphy took everything down, so that will make it 4th down and 5 for Holden Lake. Holden Lake breaks the huddle. This very well could be the last play of the quarter. 2 men go and reset, so now we have 2 running backs. That one is headed off right away to Trader. Trader's heading towards the corner, and is he over the first down line? It depends where the mark is going to be. I'm going to say he's short.
Number 9, Ian Trader, the ball carrier. Stop short of the 35-yard line.
Officials are waiting to make the whistle. So, at the end, third quarter, and we're still waiting to see who has the ball. We'll tell you when we get back. You're listening to Home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools is looking for the next generation of Ramblers. If you want to give your child the gift of a great education, make McBain Rural Agricultural Schools your school of choice. Every McBain Rambler gets a MacBook or iPad, a strong curriculum, including a variety of vocational programs, great athletics, and access to a brand new state-of-the-art performing arts center. If you want a school that will challenge your child, support your child, and celebrate your child's individuality, visit McBain.org or call 231-825-2165.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned family pharmacy that takes pride in helping improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family, and their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store, located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain. We've all been there. We rely on our vehicles more than ever to get us where we need to go, safe and sound. McBain Auto Service is open Monday through Friday and are fully licensed and insured to serve you. With over 50 years combined experience, they specialize in everything from brakes to engine repair with no job too big or small. Stop in for a safety inspection. McBain Auto Service, located at 9438 South Maury Road in McBain, or call 231-825-2729.
And we're back. And since we're bringing the subs for the fourth quarter, Lars will be doing play-by-play.
Full house tee given to the third back through. It looked like it was number 8, Blaine Houston, the sophomore, running through there.
Blaine Houston, the ball carrier.
A lot of the JV players that were flex are now getting an opportunity to finally play in this game, as Ben Rodenbaugh is going to be the quarterback. Your running backs are Cowboy, Blaine Houston, number 22, Jacob Billett, number 42.
Caleb Vanna's out there.
Caleb Vanna.
Fullback. Now, he doesn't play fullback on the JV, is that right?
That is correct. Michael Payne's checked in the game.
Full house tee, double tight, given to 22. That's Jacob Billett, and lost for about 3 yards.
And we want to remind everyone you're listening to 107.9 CDY, McBain, Cadillac, Lake City.
So that brings up 3rd and 12 for McBain in the fourth quarter. Running clock, about 11 minutes to go in the game. Breaking the huddle. Let me guess. Ooh, they split one out.
That's Connor out there.
T behind Rodenbaugh. Calls out the signal. He's going to pass. Breaks to the right. Sees someone open. Overthrows him.
Oh, Avery DeRider just couldn't get his feet underneath him to catch that one.
So that brings up 4th down already, 4th and 12 for McBain. So that was a quick possession, but it did take a couple minutes off the clock.
Scores 42-7 on the Horizon scoreboard, Horizon Bank scoreboard. Your new hometown bank for McBain.
So Dwayne DeWitt is back. He's not back very far on the punt. Brandon Pace is back in, calling out the signals. Karsten was wide open and then got covered. Ball taken deep by Houghton Lake. He's still up. Good return by Houghton Lake up to McBain's 44-yard line.
Number 2, Devin Everett, the ball carrier for the Wildcats.
Yeah, nice little boot by Dwayne DeWitt. As Houghton Lake is in McBain territory as they are getting ready to start their drive.
One motion, you catch it.
So Houghton Lake comes up, pro set, split backs, hand off to Morgan. Morgan up the right side, enough for the first down and out of bounds. Oh, it might be close to the first.
Out of bounds.
Looks like he was pushed out of bounds by Elijah Baker on that one. Houghton Lake still has their starters out there, so these JV boys are going to learn a little bit trying to tackle this big hoss.
Yep. Again with the white uniforms, with the white numbers, just with a little trim on the lettering. You can tell where Morgan's at with his black helmet. Pistol, giving the second one through. Well, it looked like that was a good tackle by Haverkamp there. Linebacker on the right side.
Ian Trader on the run carry for Houghton Lake.
Glad you could see that, Gary. So, ball on the 34-yard line.
Under 8 minutes left in the game. McBain up 42-7. McBain's hoping to put this one in the win column and go 2-2 as they have to go to number 8 Lake City next week. And then they'll have Everett, another team that's already projected for the playoffs and undefeated at this point.
Twins to the right, handoff. Oh, great tackle by Caleb Abbott, cutting them down at the ankles.
Yeah, Caleb Abbott came in there, and it's hard to run when someone took out your knees. You kind of need your feet to move forward. Avery DeRider checks in the game for the Ramblers at the defensive tackle position, as McBain has a, looks like they're running a, 3-5?
Yeah,
a 3-4?
Really with Holton Lake, doing a pro set and double backs out of the pistol. Dropping back, ready to pass, going deep, down the sidelines, caught, and that's out of bounds. Not even on the other side of the orange, but that's the far side of the field. That's tough to see.
That is tough to see, and that was a little juggling catch right there. And I think if he caught it cleanly initially, he was in bounds. But since he bobbled it, his momentum carried out of bounds before he could secure the ball on that one.
Good pass by the quarterback there.
Yeah, Elliott's got a nice little armor, doesn't he?
Yeah, and time to throw. So McBain's really going to have to try to put some pressure on him. 3rd down and 8. Handoff off the left side, still on his feet. Ben Rodenbaugh taking him down.
Tackle on that one by Rodenbaugh and Caleb Vanna. Mostly Ben Rodenbaugh, but Caleb Vanna did fall on him as he was still going down. That makes it 4th down. Good pursuit by the defense.
Number 34, Ben Rosenthal on the tackle.
5:30 left in the game. We got a running clock.
Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Quarterback in the pistol still, one running back to his left. Rolls out to the right. Just throws it away, nobody in the area, so that's going to be a turnover on downs.
That's going to be another Northern Truck Service turnover. As McBain will now get the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 29.
So that was an interesting play. 4th down, you got to complete something. Was there even a Holton Lake receiver in the area?
There's a lot of white shirts, and maybe he didn't see the numbers either. Hey, I think there's a couple JV players in. Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
Because they have white helmets.
Oh.
Holton Lake brings
Holton Lake, yes. Yeah. Rodenbaugh under center. Hands back to Blaine Houston, the Cowboy. Giddy up the middle for about a gain of 7.
Great carry right there. Offensive line still making big holes. We have an injury, and the injury will give us a timeout. That'll give us a chance to break. McBain up 42-7, 4:12 left in the game. You're listening to Home of McBain Sports on all new 107.9 CDY.
We've all been there. We rely on our vehicles more than ever to get us where we need to go, safe and sound. McBain Auto Service is open Monday through Friday and are fully licensed and insured to serve you. With over 50 years combined experience, they specialize in everything from brakes to engine repair with no job too big or small. Stop in for a safety inspection. McBain Auto Service, located at 9438 South Maury Road in McBain, or call 231-825-2729.
L&J Meat Market offers fresh, locally raised beef, pork, and chicken, specializing in Misaki-made sausages and jerky. L&J Meat Market is a true family operation headed up by Tim and Sandy Genema. Whether you need a hog roast or fresh brats and burgers for grilling, they're here to serve you. Check out L&J Meat Market, 4 miles south of Lake City on M66, or call 231-839-2176. That's 231-839-2176.
And we're back. It's Friday night. McBain is just putting the finishing touches on this game. They're up 42-7, 4:12 left in the game. It's got a running clock. This has been Gary Hawkeye Van. I'm joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Verdeen, and Mr. McBain. I think you guys put on cruise control and let him bring it home for the rest of the game.
So with this flex quarters being played, the JV won a nice victory last night against Holton Lake, and you're allowed to play 5 quarters a week. So a lot of these JV kids are coming up and taking the fourth quarter with a 42-7 lead McBain has. Gives them some extra time, and that might be needed if playoffs are an issue or any injuries. So nice experience for them. Split out to the left. T in the backfield. Hand off to the third guy through. Switch hands. It looks like it's Jacob Billett. Jacob's taken out of bounds and then tackled. Are they going to call anything? He was hit about 3 yards out of that. So nice run by Jacob Billett. Nice counter.
You know what I liked about that run on Billett is when he started going to his left-hand side and he switched the directions, he actually made sure to switch the position of the football to get it to the outside position, which means he was on the left head on his left hand. Switched it over to his right hand while he was running so that if anyone hit him, they would be most likely hit him on the left-hand side and the ball would be better protected.
That's first down and 10 at the McBain 48-yard line, almost to midfield. Throw left, outright left with a T backfield. Rodenbaugh is taking his time because he wants to use as much clock as possible. Second guy through. That looks like it's Blaine Houston, and nothing happening for Blaine. Loss of 2. Not much he could do on that one. That's like when you're bull riding and you forgot to strap your hands down to the bull.
Well, it looked like there was a hole there, and then it just avalanched so quickly before Blaine can hit it through because the lead blocker went through the hole clean, but by the time Blaine was there, they all swam in behind him or stunk around him. I don't know what the right term would be at that point.
Out left, T, Rodenbaugh under center. Trap play to Vanna, and he gets about 1 before he's pushed back. Nice strong run by Vanna.
It's good to see Vanna be taken down by another player instead of his own 2 feet.
Did you give him a hard time after the Roscommon one?
Everybody did. But that's all right. Last night he had the game ended with a carry. With an interception by Caleb Vanna to seal the deal against Holton Lake.
Minute 48 to go, running clock. McBain breaks the huddle. Come out in that out left. T. Rodenbaugh under center, calling out the signals. Billett up the left side, hitting the backfield. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, once again, we're getting bullied by Harv Lucas. He asked if Caleb got his running ability from his brothers, and the actual answer is he got his running ability running away from his brothers.
Oh, there you go. All right. That sounds like
Minute 7 on the clock, still running.
12 for McBain.
Maybe the last play of the game. 4th and 12. You want to run clock. If they fail to get the first down, the clock will stop on change of possession, right? Is that part of the Q-tip?
No, it shouldn't stop for anything.
All right, so this could be it. 43 seconds, the snap's up. Blaine, Rodenbaugh, cap it. And the clock still goes. 37 seconds to go as Holton Lake will take over.
Stop at the 47-yard line of McBain.
All right, so Maynard has a decision to make. Does he bring his team out onto the field, play one more play, and risk an injury? And I think he made his decision.
That's probably it. So Holton Lake's walking off the field. A couple stay on to start shaking hands. That's it. That's the ball game. 42-7. McBain takes the win. That brings their record to 2-2 with Lake City coming up next week.
So, McBain victorious. You have been listening to Home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
FIAM is family, and like football, FIAM is also teamwork. The FIAM team has been a stable Cadillac area employer for over 40 years. FIAM is proud to support this McBain Ramblers broadcast. FIAM is currently hiring for full-time positions on all 3 shifts, so if you would like to join the FIAM family, now may just be the time. Please visit FIAM at 1550 Leaston Avenue and apply to join the FIAM team. Go Ramblers from FIAM Technologies in Cadillac.
A name you'll never forget, Snappy's Garage. Snappy's Garage is just that. They'll get you in and out in a snap. They're located just outside of Falmouth and can service your vehicle, ORV, diesel engine, or any other automotive need. Snappy's Garage is fully licensed and ASE certified. Call 231-429-2549. Snappy's Garage. It's more than a name. It's Scott Genema's way of doing business.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools is looking for the next generation of Ramblers. If you want to give your child the gift of a great education, make McBain Rural Agricultural Schools your school of choice. Every McBain Rambler gets a MacBook or iPad, a strong curriculum, including a variety of vocational programs, great athletics, and access to a brand new state-of-the-art performing arts center. If you want a school that will challenge your child, support your child, and celebrate your child's individuality, visit McBain.org or call 231-825-2165.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned family pharmacy that takes pride in helping improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family, and their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store, located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain.
And we're back as there's a victorious crowd leaving the McBain Stadium as McBain wins 42-7 over the Holton Lake Bobcats, moving the record to 2-2. Getting ready for a big showdown next week against the Lake City Trojans. You are listening to the Kelly's Pizza and Grill post-game show as McBain had a great night. What'd you see out there, Mr. McBain?
Man, that was a nice game to build some confidence up there. McBain has a tough part of their schedule coming. You would think that after the first 2 games that the toughness would be over, but Lake City and Everett are undefeated and playing well, so that just makes it that much harder. McBain was pretty much able to do what they wanted to on offense. Think back to the first play of the game, touchdown by McGillis. After a nice kickoff return. So McGillis took care of all of that in 2 plays. And then, Brock Maloney scored, Elijah Baker scored, Dwayne DeWitt had a nice tight end dump touchdown. So really spread around. Nobody on McBain was that dominant on offense. So really it's a nice team victory. Everybody participating and having what I would say is having fun tonight.
Well, I'm going to say you're wrong because I always tell Jay he's wrong, but they did dominate on offense. There was a domination, and it was the 5 Hogs on the line. They were making holes. You can put anybody through those holes. I think Mark Monaco could have ran through some of those holes and still got 7 yards. So the line dominated tonight. So you're listening to Kelly's Pizza and Grill halftime or post-game show, and we are going to go and give you guys some awards. We want to let you know that on our sister station, Cadillac beat Alpena 37-6, and I believe that makes their record 3-1. As we just talked about the scoring already, run it down real quick for you. 44-yard touchdown run by Calvin McGillis with 3:37 in the first quarter, an 18-yard touchdown run by Elijah Shaken Baker. Then we had at 11:04 in the second quarter, 9-yard touchdown run by Maloney. Then we saw Aaron Maloney busted out at 8:09, a 44-yard touchdown pass from Pace to Hunninga. Another touchdown pass at 3:05 mark from Pace, this time to Dwayne DeWitt. And then in the third quarter, there was a 2-yard touchdown run with 6:13 left in the third quarter to Brock Maloney, making the final score 42-7. With all this great stuff happening, I think we can go straight to our awards. So I need you to tell me, there's a lot of great ones when you get this kind of score. What do you have for your Judy K. Gildy Photography Picture Perfect Play of the Game?
Well, I have two daughters, and they always want to know, like, who's better at this or that. So I say it's always a tie. So we have a tie for the Judy K. Gildy Picture Perfect Play of the Game. The first one is Evan Haverkamp coming up with the interception. Ball right in the breadbasket, and he took off and had a nice run back before he was tackled. Right place, right time for Evan Haverkamp. But that's tied with Elijah Baker's breakup, where the Houghton Lake receiver had it in his hands, out jumped Elijah, and as he brought it down, Elijah was able to get his hand in there and break up that pass, which was a big momentum changer for that drive. So that's the Judy K. Gildy Photography Picture Perfect Play of the Game.
You know, I find it interesting that you're two tied were on the defensive side.
Yes, they were.
That's not traditional for that award. Hey, once again, this is a great gig we have, and I'm so glad that we have so many sponsors that are willing to support all these broadcasts. I want to give another shout out to each one of these sponsors. Feel free to stop by any of them and just say thank you for providing this opportunity to listen to it. We want to thank Evil's General Store, McBain Auto Service, Snappy's Garage, Lakeside Ace Hardware, LNG Meat Market, McNally's Party Store, McLean's Transmission, Dion, Northern Truck Service, 34 on Main, that's inside of McNally's, the Wexford Misaki CTC, McBain Rural Agricultural School, Brewer's Sawmill, Pluger Mechanical, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, Core Design, CoreDesign19.com, Horizon Bank, your new hometown bank, McBain Lake City Family Pharmacy, SRM Concrete, Huntington Electric, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, McBain Hardware, and Judy K. Gildy. Wow, that's so many people. And we have some awards now that are also going to be sponsored, and we got a brand new one.
Yeah, so this is the Lineman of the Game, brought to you by Pluger Mechanical. And honestly, you know, Brant Bonico, you would usually win this award, but someone stepped up today and just played outstanding, especially in the first half. Ended up with 8 tackles, and that's going to go to the lineman Caleb Camphouse.
Caleb Camphouse, your inaugural Lineman of the Game, brought to you by Pluger Mechanical. Great job there, Caleb.
And what was that saying? It was getting the work done, the on-scene. How did that go?
I don't remember. I should write some of this wisdom down sometime.
So thanks for Pluger Mechanical for sponsoring that award. So now it's time for the Defensive Player of the Game, brought to you by CoreDesign19.com.
Have you seen any of the products by Core Design?
Oh my gosh, they're great. The tumblers, you had one made of a Mr. McBain, had football and basketball on there. I love that.
All right.
You had some MEA ones made too. Really good. So, you know, we're sticking to the theme of a tie, you know, because Brant almost could have got the lineman of the game, but I thought Caleb really stepped up and played one of his best games tonight. This one is going to be a tie also as a defensive player of the game, and it's going to go to Calvin McGillis and Karsten Huttinga for just flying around the field defensively, just bringing the hurt onto Houghton Lake. So both of them played really nice, 8 tackles each of, you know, where Houghton Lake was on the field a lot on offense. McBain's offense was pretty much running down the field. So honestly, they didn't have a ton of plays because they were scoring so much. So congratulations to Calvin and Karsten for throwing their weight around out there and causing some havoc.
Well, congratulations to those two men. They well-deserved award and great time for Rambler football. Hey, we want to remind everyone that once again, we are going to have a, we're going to be back next week, but this time will be in Lake City, 7 o'clock. The number 8 ranked Lake City Trojans will be hosting the McBain Ramblers in a showdown of Missaukee County.
Yeah, there's a trophy involved, the Missaukee Sentinel Cup. So the Sentinel, it's a traveling one. Whose trophy case is it in right now?
Right now, I think the Ramblers are hanging on to that trophy. And but it's been in Lake City for the last 4 years before that.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we can make their home in the McBain trophy case a little bit more permanent than it has been lately. So be ready to listen to that. But before we go, we have one last award, and this is going to be the Hawkeye Player of the Game, brought to you by McNally's Party Store. And, you know, looking at these awards, you have some great nominations out there, you know. Brock Maloney, a couple touchdowns. You have Caleb Camphouse, who's just flying all over the place defensively. You had Kelvin McGillis running hard, getting big yardage. Karsten Hunningham making his presence known. Caleb Vanna, just because he's my son. You got some great nominees out there, but I want to know, who do you have as your McNally's Party Store Player of the Game?
Well, first of all, I want to know, do you actually give out prizes for these?
Yes, they actually do. Thanks to Culver's, they are donating gift certificates for a combo meal for the winner of the game.
Well, that's great, because I'm all about tying and stuff and seeing how many of these gift cards you have. This Hawkeye Player of the Game, brought to you by McNally's Party Store, is actually going to go to the offensive line. Gary, run down who's on the offensive line.
Your offensive line starters are, you have Caleb Camphouse. Next to Caleb Camphouse, Judah Leonard. Center Spencer Reed. Your other tackle, Brant Bonicle. And your other guard, Brant Bonicle, because he's right next to Big Max Bonicle as your other tackle.
So as Gary was saying earlier in the game, they were making it possible for those running backs to rack up the yardage that they got. So congratulations to the linemen, the Hoggies back in the day is what we called them, doing the job, getting it done.
And getting some love. Well,
and some Culver's gift cards.
And some Culver's gift cards, that's right. Hey, just want to thank our producer and engineer, Dan Hiert. For Lars, Mr. McBain for Dean, and I'm Gary Hawkeye Vanna. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Remember, we'll be back next Friday as the Ramblers take on the Lake City Trojans. You've been listening to the home of McBain Sports on 107.9 CDY.
Good night, girls.
This broadcast of McBain Rambler Sports on 107.9 CDY has been sponsored by McBain and LC Family Pharmacy, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, McBain Hardware, the Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center, 34 on Main and McNally's Party Store, Fiam Technologies, McBain Auto